Welcome to the E3 2018 review with Brian Himmelgod, Mr. Cutty Chris, and the one and only Filthy Mouth Gamer.
What's up, you geeky motherfuckers? It's Filthy, and I'm here with my boys, Cutty Chris and the Himmelgod, Brian Himmelgod. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Oh, man,
So-
what's going on?
Tonight we're gonna be fucking reviewing E3 2018. A lot of good fucking things happened at E3. It wasn't the most shocking E3 I've ever seen in my life, but there were definitely fucking games that made my nipples hard. So let's get right to it. So
Thanks
E3
a lot, Walmart Canada.
E3 opened up with Electronic Arts, their little fucking expo, and Electronic Arts, they've been around a long fucking time. I go back a long ways with Electronic Arts. The first game I played on that was made by Electronic Arts was the mini golf game on Genesis. That's when that's when
Damn right there.
that's when I think it was called Zany Golf. And that's when, remember Electronic Arts had that symbol with the square, the circle, and the triangle?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I guess they ripped that. I think they got rid of that once PlayStation had that on the controller. So, but now they've turned into this greedy fucking cunt corporation that just puts out games with loot boxes and shit and fucks everything up. So you had Battlefield 5. You know, what are you gonna say? They're gonna do Battle Royale like everybody else is fucking doing. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you have to copy everybody. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but when are they gonna ever get these game sequenced correctly? It's Battlefield 3, then Battlefield 1.
I know.
4, now 5, now back to 0.
Good luck on that one.
I don't understand it. I really don't get it. It makes no sense. I agree with you. Then they came
to make money. They could have done Bad Company 3, and they could have made some fucking money.
Well, speaking of fucking,
go ahead, you know.
speaking of fucking money, the Command and Conquer game, the mobile game, that's how they're gonna try to make money with these stupid fucking mobile games that like people just pay for. And I play like one mobile game, Empires and Puzzles, but I don't fucking really. The mobile games are really just. I think they're a poison to the industry. If you want to be frank, I mean,
Well,
you gotta.
It's safe to assume at this point, Command and Conquer's dead. It's fucking dead.
Yeah, and it was a big fucking. It was a big franchise, and now,
It was.
and now it's relegated to some horse shit on the mobile. And really, can I tell you something? That game was just something to show the shareholders, hey, look, man, we're gonna try to squeeze every fucking dollar we can out of these cocksuckers, you know. So you had the Command and Conquer. Obviously, they showed a Madden game, a FIFA game, NBA game. It's all the same shit. Let's be honest. Fucking games, they don't even change that much. It's the same fucking shit every year. Battlefront 2, I'm not even going to talk about it because we all know what the fuck happened Battlefront 2. EA fucking did loot boxes and it was a whole disaster. And now everything's for free, but still nobody wants to play it. I actually, looking back, I think that's a turning point for gamers. They really fucking turned around and said, you know what? Fuck you. We don't want to play your stupid fucking game.
What's good right now is if you look on the Xbox One, they brought over the original Battlefront games, and everybody's playing those instead of fucking EA's game right now.
Oh, because of the backwards compatibility?
Hell, fuck yeah! They
Yep.
put it on there, and it just never turned around.
Yeah, I never played the original Battlefront 2, but that's what everybody says is like that's the fucking best one.
It is. It is.
So yeah, I mean, whatever. But the game, this is the game I was waiting for to see from EA. I'm kind of like in a mini boycott with EA, so I'll wait and see what about this game. But there's a game called Anthem that everybody's waiting to see. They kind of teased it last year at E3, and you know, they had a trailer this year. They showed some gameplay. Anthem's kind of like, it's like a cross between, let's say, like a Halo game and an RPG. You know, Destiny, exactly.
Yeah, it has that RPG look to it. You know?
Right.
Where everything's kind of like miniature, you know?
Yeah.
A little bit, you know?
It looks interesting. I mean, there's 4 different classes of.
Yeah.
What would you even call these people? Like
they were called Jaegers, I think it was, or something.
Yeah, whatever, something like one's a Colossus, so it's a big version. Then there's a Ranger.
Oh, sorry, Javelins.
Javelins, right? Yeah, Javelins. Sorry. Which is what I call my penis, but that's a whole different fucking story. But it has nothing to do with Anthem. Even though my wife has to recite the national anthem before she sucks it. No, it's a whole different story. So So yeah, it looks like an interesting game. But again, I really, after Battlefront 2, I don't fucking trust Electronic Arts. I just don't. I feel like they've lost their way. I feel like they're trying to make money any way they can, and try to get their stock price to go up. And obviously, it blew up in their fucking face last year.
Well,
So,
let's see. Maybe they can redeem themselves with this new game.
maybe we'll have to see. But
The thing about I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, go ahead, man. Go ahead, cut me off. I don't give a shit.
All right then. Well, the thing about Anthem, and this kind of stems even going back as far as last year, and seeing the trailer for the first time they're playing the game, even though as cringy as it came out from the people that were talking, it was the first thing I thought of was Destiny. And when I look at Destiny 2 from this past year, which was, to me, was fucking horrible, and I look at Anthem, and they've mentioned during their briefing this year how there's going to be no loot boxes and no microtransactions or any of that bullshit, which was a common theme through their whole fucking press conference. And they threw that shit in my face with Anthem, but then they're talking about, well, you can go ahead and customize and give camos for your guns and all this other stuff. It's just great. That's where the fucking loot boxes and other bullshit comes in. And
Right.
I'm worried about it because, they might give away a lot of shit saved for fucking free, and then they're just going to pull some shit with some loot boxes later on. You look at Battlefront, and we mentioned that enough times.
Yeah.
And the game was ruined. And like you said, you're saying that you're boycotting with EA a little bit, and I feel the same way with you because I just feel like that EA hasn't done much in terms of relevancy lately. Yeah, they got Star Wars, and that's about the only thing I look forward to. But Anthem, I'm kind of like I'm on the fence about. Because I look at that game and it just says Destiny to me over and over and over again.
Well, listen,
it looks like something I'd get bored of. Unless
I
you're playing
played
with a bunch of
Destiny.
friends.
I played Destiny 1 like a motherfucker. I put
I did.
hundreds of hours into that fucking game. And the reason I did that is because when Destiny first came out, they said this is going to be a 10-year game. You know what I mean? You're building your character, and you're gonna be able to roll over your character to the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. And then 2 years in, oh no, we're gonna do Destiny 2 now. And then you got to start from scratch. Go fuck yourself. I just put 500 hours into this fucking game.
I know, yeah, that was bullshit.
You know what I mean? Like, go
Yeah.
and it's like, fuck that. I'm not going there. So when I see people complain about Destiny 2, I'm glad. You know what I mean? I got fucked with Destiny 1. So, but yeah, it does kind of look like Destiny. But I'm gonna take a wait and see approach. I don't know. It'll probably be a GameFly rental.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised on that because there's a part of me that says, like, I know how they mentioned, hey, you can play this game in solo, but the game's going to be a lot harder unless you play with friends. So they're forcing the issue where you have to play with friends. And obviously this fits in that games as a service model that they're going for.
Right.
And I'm worried about that because that's just the way they're going to make the money in the long run. But I don't know. I just don't find much interest after watching the game a little bit. I don't know what it is. Obviously, a lot of the enemies in that game that you saw were like bullet sponges. And
which reminds me of fucking The Division, which we'll get to later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so E3, I think we can all agree took a shit. They went on stage and they took a shit. So
You're
the
talking
next,
EA.
Yeah, E3. I said E3, right? Yeah, EA. Well, E3
E3 took a shit. No,
E3
yeah, I know what you're saying.
EA took a
E3
shit.
went up there, took a massive fucking load off everybody.
So the fucking next day, you got Microsoft, and obviously, they're one of the big three. So everybody was excited to see what they had. So I'm gonna start off with Crackdown 3. This is a fucking game that's been delayed. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like the new fucking Duke Nukem Forever. It's insane. It's now delayed again until 2019. I like the first.
When was it first announced?
You know what?
I think it was back when they were first announcing the Xbox One.
Yeah,
that was
2017.
Like 2013.
2017.
It was
No, actually, I think it was a lot sooner than that. Because if you
2016.
looked on their press briefing, they showed something of an
right.
orb, and that came from Crackdown. So.
All right, so
you're right. Yeah.
So all right, so the PS4 and the Xbox One came out in 2013, right?
Yeah, 2013.
All right, it was the fall of 2013.
All right, so it was set to release worldwide in 2016.
Yes.
Listen, I mean, I guess Terry Crews is obviously voicing the main protagonist.
Yeah.
And which is funny. 'Cause Terry Crews is
Terry
fucking
Crews,
hilarious. I don't know, man. Like listen, I don't have Xbox One, but like this is one of the games where I'm like, all right, you know what? I wish I had Xbox so I could play this game because I'm interested in seeing it. It's got a cell shaded style graphics, and some people don't like that shit. I kind of like it. It's a little different. I like that Borderlands style.
Borderlands is the one I think of, or like Jet Set Radio back in the day.
Jet Set, or the US version, which was Jet Grind Radio.
Jet Grind Radio, right?
But so what do you guys think? Do you think this is interesting you, this game, or?
I like the first one. Like we were discussing before the show, Himmelgod, he was saying that he really liked the second one, and I agree with him. I really lost my interest in that one pretty quickly. But I'm interested to see what they do. I mean, for a game that was supposed to be released 3 years ago, it better be fucking epic.
Well, considering Microsoft's background now for exclusives for the past few years, or actually the past couple of years, they've been releasing pretty much broken games or
it's ridiculous.
Games that are buggy as hell. Like you look at State of Decay 2 and how bad it is in terms of how buggy the game is playing right now. Sea of Thieves is a game that's like fucking empty of content, and you can even go back as far as PUBG when they released that, and it's not that good at all right now, even if you're playing on Xbox One X. So their track record's pretty bad because they're just trying to sell that Microsoft Games Pass. So they know at this point that people aren't putting up with that shit. So they've got to realize that Crackdown 3's got to be fucking really good. If not, you're going to see people just saying, fuck Xbox, I'm done with this shit.
Right, the reverberations could go into the next fucking console, next generation.
Absolutely.
This is going to, I agree with you. So Crackdown 3, we'll wait and see.
It's generic shooter.
I'm interested to see how it is. Obviously, I'm hoping it's good because I did enjoy the first one. It was just a weird thing with the whole, just the style of the game. So
right. No, it was cool. It was like a superhero type shit. Like
exactly. Yeah, it was a superhero type thing. You're jumping around and everything. It was fun. It kept me occupied. So I'm hoping that this one at least is going to be somewhat similar to that one.
So the fucking next game we got on our list is a new IP.
I can't wait for this one either.
It's a skateboard game.
Yeah.
It's called Session. Now, I never played. What was the other skate? Not obviously Tony Hawk, but
Skate.
there was Skate. I never really played Skate. Was Skate that good? Like, was it really good?
Skate is good.
I didn't enjoy it. Yeah,
dude,
really.
Can it be anywhere near Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 or 3? I mean, come on, dude. Those two games were fucking amazing.
Well, I got countless. Yeah, me too. I have countless hours on. I
still have calluses on my thumbs from fucking.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm hoping that because I enjoyed Tony Hawk, it kind of is like a pastime for me. So I'm hoping this game kind of, I know it's not going to be Tony Hawk, but I'm hoping that it's a good one.
Well, it's a beautiful looking game, and obviously 60 frames per second. It's gorgeous, but I gotta wait and see the gameplay. I was thinking about Tony Hawk. The gameplay, the controls were like perfect. Hold down X to skate fast, let go of X to jump. It was, it was just perfect. So what do you think? You excited about this game, Himmelgod?
I'll be honest with you. Session I think is a game that's out on early access on PC right now, or at least coming up on PC. Mm-hmm. And this is going to be an early access game on Xbox One right now. And when I first saw the trailer for this, I was thinking Skate 4. I was thinking, oh shit, Skate 4, here we go. And then all of a sudden, Session, I'm like, what the fuck? And I mean, from a guy who's played Tony Hawk as much as I have, especially because the first two games, like you mentioned, dude, I was addicted as fuck.
Right. Well, they were very addicting games, those games.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They gotta nail this one. If you're gonna do a skateboarding game, a lot of people hold Skate 3 in high regard. So you have to be up there with Skate 3. That's the bar right now in terms of modern skating games. If we want to really go back when and say, is it going to be anywhere in the level of the Tony Hawk games, like the early Tony Hawk? No, it's not going to happen. But if they can do something on par with Skate 3, I think you got a hit on your hands.
So far we're saying that Microsoft has it back against the wall because they got to come out. They can't fuck these games up. Much. If they fuck these games up, man, they're in big fucking trouble.
Well, this year was a do or die for them because if they didn't come out swinging, it was over. They were done.
Listen, I mean, we're not going to mention every game they showed. I mean, they showed a shitload of fucking games.
They did.
But the thing is, most of the games they showed, I would say like 80% of the games they showed, you could be playing on PlayStation.
Well, if you really want to get technical, none of their games were exclusive because you can also play them on PC.
Well, that's the stupid fucking thing. I've always said that. That was so dumb of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I said when I reviewed their press conference, I was so happy at the fact that they showed games. They shut everybody up by saying Xbox has no games. And they went out there with 50 fucking games, and 18 of them which they call exclusive, and 15 fucking world premieres never seen. And I said, okay, they showed games, but of all their exclusives, how many of them are releasing this year? One. And they're pushing for 2019, 2020 for everything you saw on screen for their event. And the shitty deal, the whole thing is, you're Microsoft, you're supposed to be selling that fucking Xbox. And I didn't see anything there during that briefing that says, go buy an Xbox One X right now.
Right. No, he's right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything really jumping out and saying that, you can't fucking do it. You can't fucking get a game like this anywhere else. Yeah, but I can. But I can
get
it.
a PS4 and get more than 80% of the games they showed.
Right. Well, that's my issue. Like the next game we're going to talk about, which is, and this is a game I'm excited about, Devil May Cry 5.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something. Devil May Cry 1 on the PS2. It fucking changed everything. It changed action games forever. I mean, if there was no Devil May Cry, there'd probably be no God of War. I mean, let's be honest.
Oh, yeah.
The first Devil May Cry was one of the hardest games I've ever played. It probably has the hardest first boss ever. That fucking lava tarantula. Holy fucking shit. And then if that's not bad enough, later on in the game, like, you got to fight all the bosses in one life. Like, I'm like,
yes.
It's fucking ridiculous. What the fuck, dude? What, am I gonna get an engineer's degree to beat a stupid fucking game?
It's like saying it was Dark Souls the early years. Here you go.
Right? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was. So this game, I'm glad they went with the old Dante, but he's got the. All right, so they remade Devil May Cry a few years back, and I played the fucking game. And matter of fact, I attached it to one of the Knuckle Deep Thoughts videos I did. And the problem I had with that Dante is, first of all, he didn't have the fucking charisma as the original Dante, and second of all, he looked like fucking Janet from Three's Company. And it's fucking ridiculous. That's not fucking Dante. I'm sorry.
That was. I think that's what they call emo Dante. That's exactly what it was.
And it was easy.
It's like a flaming fag. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right. It was an easy game.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hard. What the fuck, man? Like, or let's put it this way. It was better than Devil May Cry 2, because I don't know what the fuck Capcom was thinking of Devil May Cry 2.
Was garbage.
What a piece of shit that was. Like, I don't even know what the fuck that was. I'm like, is this for real or is this like a knockoff? But this Devil May Cry,
the third one. I think the third one is just
when his brother comes in his brother gets involved. What was his brother's name again? I forgot his name. Virgil, right? So this game looks like it's getting back to its roots, fast paced, fucking people up. In the trailer, obviously this chick that he's with, she must be like building his fucking weapons or whatever, and she built him some sort of gauntlet that's it's like electronic or whatever, and it looks very interesting. I hope it has the options of all the. I remember the first game had so many different guns and so many different fucking swords and shit. It was fucking great. So yeah, I'm really excited to play Devil May. You ever played Devil May Cry, Chris, at all?
Yeah, I played it back in the day. Yeah, when it was on the original. Yeah, the original one I played. I don't really recall it as much as you do, but I have played it. Yeah.
Devil May Cry was originally supposed to be a Resident Evil game, and then
it originally was supposed to be Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, and thank God, because Resident Evil 4, the way it turned out, is one of the greatest games I've ever played.
Yeah.
But I just like the style, like the Devil May Cry, just walking around shooting and shit. Because obviously Resident Evil, for some reason you can't walk and shoot. You have to stop. Shoot. Which is fine. I don't care. They're still great games. But yeah, looking forward to Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah,
So
Devil May Cry 5, like, I'm looking at that game, and the first time I looked at it, the first thing I thought was, those motherfuckers, they did not go and bring emo Dante back with the fucking silver hair. And then it took me a minute to realize that it's Nero from Devil May Cry 4, because he had the sword that you rev. And I was like, shit, that's fucking Nero. And and then I was like, well, wait a minute, why does he have this fucking mechanical hand? And then you realize that during the trailer, you see the blood coming out from his fucking arm because I guess Virgil took his devil arm that he had from Devil May Cry 4.
Right.
And that's why he has that bionic one. But I think what I like about this is that they took some of the ideas that they had from the DMC game that everybody hates, and took that Devil May Cry style and kind of merged them together into this game. And I believe this is going to work out, and this is kind of the style people want. And getting to see Dante at the end, like a grizzled Dante at the end of the trailer, just made me really happy. I was like, okay, good. We still get to fucking play as Dante, and I'm cool with playing as Nero. I got no problem with it.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm revved up fucking that game.
Oh, I can't wait to fucking play it, dude. And I'm playing the HD collection on my PS4, and it's like, I get the memories of the past, yet skip Devil May Cry 2 because it sucks. You know, and
that fucking song, "The Flames That You Rise," like I fucking hear that over and over in my fucking head because it just plays over and over. The next fucking game is another game I'm excited about because I really love the first one. Is Dying Light 2. If you don't know what Dying Light is like a zombie shooter, but the difference is the person you're playing it, you're in the first person perspective, kind of like Dead Island, but
it was rumored for a while that was supposed to be the sequel of Dead Island.
Right, Dead Island 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the guy you play as is like, if you know what parkour is, when you can fucking jump, you leap up fucking walls and shit. You've seen people do videos and shit online where they're flipping over fucking railings, they're jumping up walls and shit. So you could do that in this game, and it's fast paced. It's got night and day. When it turns night, all hell fucking breaks loose. All my ex-girlfriends come out to fuck me. And this looks like the graphics were upgraded. It looks like another fast-paced, crazy game. What do you guys think? You guys excited to see this game?
I'm pretty excited. I'm excited how I like the parkour aspect of it, and I also like that each decision that you make in the game adds a different type of game. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Right.
Like they said in the video, you got hundreds and hundreds of decisions to make, and each decision is going to affect the gameplay one way or another. And I'm wondering that if it's going to have does it all lead to the same ending or could there be multiple different endings to the game or whatever?
Well,
there could be multiple.
It seemed like the way they were acting in the trailer was that there's a lot of decisions you can make that just changes whole fucking things. Like,
right, so that leads me to believe that no one can really play the game one and alike. You know what I mean?
Right.
I could play the game differently than you could play the game.
Well, it's like that game that just came out. Was it this month? Detroit Become Human, or whatever the fuck the name of the game was. That has like hundreds of branches on it and shit. You know what I mean? So sorry. Samus has arrived at my house. And, So Dying Light 2. What do you think, Himmelfarb? Did you play the first Dying Light?
I did not really play the first one that much. I kind of wasn't really that interested at the time. And the reason why is because the zombie genre itself is starting to wane on me a little bit. And because we have so many fucking zombie games at this point right now.
Yeah, that's true.
At that time, I wasn't ready for a fucking another one. Now, this one, on the other hand, I feel like it's something I can jump into where, I don't need to know what happened in the first fucking game. I could just come in and it's like a whole new story. And I'm interested in the branching paths, like to change everything and having your allegiances change and all that shit. And, of course, having the fucking zombies at night, I'm like, okay, that's cool. I just don't want it to be... I guess the main focus they want to put, I felt like in the trailer, was more on the human side, and the zombie side's just like an afterthought. It's just there. And I thought it was okay.
All right.
I can see it as a game I might buy on sale or something. I don't see it as a day one.
Well, I don't think you're going to say the same about the next game. I think the next game is going to be another make or break for Microsoft, and that's Gears of War 5. I have never played, obviously I don't have Xbox One, so I never played Gears of War 4. The last Gears of War I played was 3, and I was unimpressed with 3. I didn't play the multiplayer, I only played the campaign, but for some reason it was just boring to me. I liked the first 2 games. I thought Marcus Phoenix was dead. He's not dead?
Nope.
No, he's not dead.
So that is him in the trailer. Because I thought in Gears of War 4, wasn't his son involved or some shit? Marcus Phoenix had
his son was there.
Okay, cause that's why I assumed that Marcus Phoenix was dead, and they moved on to. All right, so Marcus Phoenix is back, which is the best character in Gears of War, obviously.
Even though you won't play as him, though, that's the only thing.
Well, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? They want you to play as broads today. You know, even in a fucking Gears of War game, they gotta fuck.
We're gonna have to talk about some broads later on. I think you guys know what I'm talking about.
Hey, what do you expect? Pussy power right now. That's what it's all about. You know?
That's what it is.
Are you guys like looking forward to this Gears of War game, or is like?
You know, I fell off that franchise a while ago. To be honest with you, it was fun at first. The first couple, you know, and the whole horde thing was fun for a while. But you know, it's just. A lot of these game titles just get repetitive to me, and they end up fucking them up because they add things that just are stupid. Honestly, you know, they take away from the bare bones of the game that made it great.
Right.
You know, that's just my opinion, and so I kind of lost interest in the title. I'll give it a shot. They also got that mobile game coming out in Tactics, so I don't, you know, fuck the mobile, but the Tactics looks a little interesting.
I think for me, Gears of War is dead. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. It's
dead. Back on the 360, and we're just milking that fucking teat as much as you can right now until the fucking cow is dry. That's all we're doing right now.
Did Microsoft buy it from Epic? Epic doesn't make it anymore.
Yes. Yeah, they did. They bought it.
Yeah.
And they got that studio called the Coalition, and it's being run by Rod Ferguson, who was behind the original Gears of War games with Cliff Bleszinski.
Oh, okay.
And so they still got him, but I just feel like after the third game, I felt like the fight was over. I mean, what could you possibly do? And then all of a sudden they bring Gears of War 4, and I'm like, what the fuck can they do in this game? It would even interest me at this point. I mean, it was a decent game. I don't think it was anywhere as good as what I played in the past. You know, and I think about Gears of War 2, that really was the peak for Gears. Since then, it's been downhill, and you're just milking that fucking cow right now until there's nothing left. I mean, look, you just, like Chris just mentioned, here's a pop vinyl mobile game. You know, here's a Gears of War Tactics game. How much more can they fucking milk out of this thing?
It's so
I know,
dumb.
and then they got the Tactics, which is kind of like I don't even know what to compare that to.
What is it? What is it, like a strategy?
Like Halo. What? Say that again, Halo Wars. There you go. Yeah, it's similar to that. Yeah. Exactly. It's a strategy type game where you place, you place your guys on the map.
Yeah,
you know
it's like StarCraft and fucking.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Command and Conquer, like we were mentioning before.
Right.
Like
Exactly. So they're adding to it. I feel like they almost have to make it somewhat intriguing for some people, because like Himmelgod said, I was fucking bored with it after 3. It was just like, okay.
Fight's over, man. It's like, what do you fucking do now? Your characters are dead. I loved freaking Dom.
That's right. He is dead.
Favorite fucking guys in the game.
Yeah.
And I met the guy who played Dom, Carlos Ferro, dude. It's fucking cool as fuck.
Is it? Yeah, you met him?
It's like, damn. What's that?
You met him?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
When I was with my website in the past, SFX 360, we had like a big event down in Miami. And we were doing tournaments and shit. And the one guy that came out to hang out with all of us during that event was Carlos Ferro, the man behind Dom in fucking Gears of War.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so we had the chance to meet him. I met him at E3, at PAX and shit. He's the coolest motherfucker you ever meet.
That's awesome. Now,
DiMaggio, on the other hand, who plays Marcus Phoenix, he can be kind of a dick. So...
Does he look like Marcus Phoenix?
No, that's the same guy who did the voice of Bender in Futurama.
Well, is it? I didn't even realize that. I didn't even realize that.
Same fucking dude.
Is he a scrawny guy?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, kind of a scrawny guy when we met him. But
wow!
Sparrow, though, he was a bigger motherfucker. So, and he's cool as fuck.
Well, I think
I look at Gears of War, and I think of, like, say, if you're looking at Coltrane, I would think of Terry Crews, like, right off the bat.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, I think the next one should be called Gears of War 6. Who gives a fuck?
At this point, that's what it feels like, because it's the same shit over and over and over again. Walk or run to a set piece, shoot a bunch of shit up, move to the next set piece, and shoot shit up. It's like, okay, I get it. I did it in the first 2 games. I liked it, but it's starting to wear off on me. It's time to fucking move on from that game and find something new.
Well, let me tell you something. The next game on the list is the opposite of that. It's a game that's probably in my top 5 most excited games of the E3, and that's Cyberpunk 2077.
But
yeah, it's made by a company, people listening, CD Projekt Red, who is fucking legendary. If you don't know who they are, they made the Witcher games, and CD Projekt Red really pays attention to detail when they make fucking games. They really do. And Cyberpunk 2077 is actually, it's like a sequel to a tabletop game in the 80s called Cyberpunk 2020. Right. And I never played that game. I played tabletop games, but I played Dungeons and Dragons. If you don't know what that is, it's a role-playing game that you're basically... it's played with dice and shit, and like there's like a dungeon master, and he tells you the scenario. Okay, you're in the fucking dungeon, and it's dark, and it's like he's like painting a picture for you. You know what I mean? And so it's in your mind. All this shit is in your mind. You never really see anything. So Cyberpunk was like that, but in a... Is it like post-apocalyptic? Is that what that is?
I think it's more just a futuristic.
It's just a futuristic, but like a shitty future though. It's not like exactly.
Yeah, it's like looks like it's like
future.
Yeah, it looks like resources are probably scarce and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But it looks fucking sick.
Oh, the graphics on this game are fucking
like, and it reminds me, like we were talking too before. It reminds me of that movie
Blade Runner.
Yeah, Blade Runner. It reminds me of Blade Runner. It's got like a Blade Runner type feel to it. And yeah, I'm excited. That's one of the ones that I'm really excited for that one too.
Yeah, a lot of RPG elements in this game, a lot of exploration and shit. I love open world games that just let you just go. You know what I mean? Just let me go and do whatever the fuck I want.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I love to explore. I love that, like that whole discovering shit that you're not supposed to discover until later on. You know, games like Bloodborne do shit like that, and the new God of War, holy shit!
Oh, God of War, that game's fucking
amazing. But Cyberpunk 2077, I'm telling you right now, keep an eye on that fucking game because
day one buy for me.
Do we have a release date on this game? Did they say it was a release?
No.
Fuck.
It's gonna be when it's done, kind of approach, you know, and.
I feel like a lot of these
games
they take
like time with their fucking games, and you gotta wait and wait and wait. But I can tell you this, you know, 9 times out of 10, it's worth the fucking wait.
Well, I don't have as much time. I usually have to play video games, so I have a few games coming out, you know, in the near future. That like Spider-Man comes out in September, and then October's Red Dead, which is like the one I'm waiting for the most of all. So I don't know if I'm gonna have fucking time for this, but. Without further ado, probably the game that everybody was waiting for in the Microsoft fucking convention or whatever the fuck you'd like to call it is the new Halo game, Halo Infinite. And the trailer was intriguing because it took place, first of all, you learn something new, and that's that in the Halo universe, you get to see some rhinoceroses. There's rhinoceroses. In Halo.
Rhinoceroses.
Yeah. So it pans out. You see these rhinos. You don't know it's a Halo game yet, but when you see fucking Master Chief sitting there with his helmet in his hand, then you get the fucking picture. And what was crazy is you notice that he's on that Halo planet. I guess you can call it a planet. Halo shape.
Feels like one, or the Halo ring and all that bullshit.
Why? Can we just listen? It's the 6th Halo. Oh, actually, no, it's more than 6. This is like 7th or 8th. We leave the fucking Covenant alone already. You fucked at the Covenant enough. Haven't they gone through enough? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how many times you got to stick fucking Spartan dick in their ass? You know what I mean? Like, go. I wonder if the Flood shows up again.
Are we gonna have a Covenant Lives Matter rally or something?
Dude, you know what I always wanted? Remember in Halo 3 where you could play as a Spartan or you could play as a Covenant?
Yeah.
I want to play as one of the fucking Flood.
Oh,
that's fucking big. You know what I mean? Like, have their own fucking powers and shit.
Dude, they were fucking crazy. I remember that since like the fucking original, and how fucking crazy they were and all that shit.
Well,
they want to run blind at your ass. You know?
Well, play as one of those. What were those called? The big brutes.
The brutes, yes.
Play as one of them. Like, that's what they should add to these fucking games. The last Halo game I played was Halo 4. And I really liked Halo 4. And I remember Cortana was so fucking hot in fucking Halo 4. But what are you gonna do? She's a fucking program. I can't stick my dick in a fucking program. Oh, I'm gonna my cock.
Well, you never know.
Find a way to stick your dick in anything at this point.
But that was Halo 4. A lot of people didn't like it. I liked Halo 4.
Halo 4 was okay.
But we were talking before the show with Himmelfarb. He said Halo 5 sucks.
Yeah.
I never played it, but that's what I heard it too. I heard it everywhere that it did suck. And
campaign was garbage. Multiplayer was all right, but the campaign was just garbage.
How do you, in good conscience, fuck up Halo? That's like Nintendo fucking up a Zelda game or a Mario game.
Well, I mean, I was a fan of 3 and 4 myself, but it hasn't really been the same since.
But that's your crown jewel.
4-3 or Microsoft, whatever, have been making them.
But if you think of Xbox, you think of Halo. That's their crown jewel game.
Exactly.
You can't fuck that game up.
It was made by Bungie back in the day, and then Bungie handed everything off to 343.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and then
all of a
Microsoft
sudden,
bought
just lost
them, right?
track of what the game is supposed to fucking be.
Yeah.
And instead of Halo 3, finish the fight. I'm like, okay, so it's over. And all of a sudden you get Halo 4, and I'm like, okay, whatever. We can move on, and you get something new. And then fucking Halo 5 comes along, and you're not even playing as fucking Master Chief more than half the time. You're playing as this other fucker, Locke.
Do you remember?
A damn about.
Do you remember when Halo 4 came out? They had that fucking stupid mobile game that you'd have to like scan Doritos fucking bags and shit.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
It was called King of the Hill. Dude, let me tell you something. I was the King of the Hill, Long Island, of scanning Doritos and fucking Pepsi bottles. Like my wife, well, she wasn't my wife at the time, but she would laugh at me. I'm like, all right, I gotta hit this 7-Eleven, then I'm gonna hit this fucking 7-Eleven, and I would just walk into the fucking store and I would just fucking take a picture of the barcode. I wouldn't even buy it. I'd be like, what the fuck do I have to buy it for? I'm just gonna take a picture of the stupid barcode. I take a picture of a few barcodes. I'm like, I'm the fucking King of the Hill, and then I'd be sitting there, and I see somebody take my be the King of the Hill of that 7-Eleven. I'm like, fuck that. I'm going back to that 7-Eleven. Like, I was such a fucking loser. Like, who cares, you stupid fuck?
It's my Dorito bag, damn it!
Oh my god, what an idiot I was. Holy shit.
I'm pretty.
It's bad enough now. They do like, what is it? They do Sea of Thieves right now at fucking Chips Ahoy. And
Dude,
I see people at the stores trying to get all the fucking codes off of a fucking Chips Ahoy fucking bag.
Why are they letting Rare go to shit? That's a great company, Rare. And you know what? I shouldn't say that yet, because there's a game. I wasn't going to mention this game, but since we're talking about Rare, there's a game that makes me jealous that I don't have an Xbox. It's Battletoads game. There's a new Battletoads game coming out. Fucking Battletoads was the shit.
I fucking love Battletoads.
I never finished Battletoads because it was too fucking hard. Like,
it was, dude.
There's certain games where I'm like, dude, I don't need this aggravation in my life. And that was one of those fucking games. But I'm really jealous. I'm not going to be able to play unless I have an Xbox. I'm not going to be able to play. Actually, you can play it on PC. You said, right?
Yeah, you could probably end up playing it on PC. But they didn't show any gameplay. It was just a bunch of text, and they just got you hyped off of it. And everyone got hyped off of seeing absolutely fucking nothing.
Well,
I fucking logo, Battletoads, and I'm like,
I'm pretty sure it's going to be it's going to play just like Battletoads, but have better graphics and HD and shit like that, which is fine. Hey, I have no problem. Leave it the way it was. I don't need a fucking. The way Battletoads played was fucking great. That was a great.
I fucking loved the game, and they even brought back a little bit of it with where they had the one Battletoads character. I think it was Rash in Killer Instinct, and they put him in that game, and it was like, dude, if they started making Battletoads looking like that, I'd be fucking down for it.
Was he good? That's another game that I'm. See, there's certain games. There's not many games on Xbox One that I'm like, I regret not having it. But like Killer Instinct, I was a huge Killer Instinct fan. I used to love playing Killer Instinct.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really upset that I can't play that. Battletoads is another one. Obviously, Halo sucked, so I don't give a fuck. But there's not like Forza. Really, I mean, listen, it looks great. It's a beautiful game, but I mean, how many fucking times am I gonna race around a fucking track? I mean, listen, I love cars and shit, but like, I don't know, man. Like, trust me, I play my fair share of car games, but listen, you're into cars, Himmelfarb.
Hell yeah.
Is Forza like a really unbelievable car game, or like compared to, let's say, Gran Turismo?
Gran Turismo at this point, I feel like is kind of dropped off a bit right now. And right now, it's like when you look at Forza's like what Gran Turismo used to be, and that's your car collecting and shit. and just racing on different tracks and whatever. And that's like the Forza Motorsport. And Horizon's more of that arcadey feel style of game where it's open world, and you race across across fucking country. So you're not just on the fucking track. You can take the fucking car off road.
Okay, that's cool.
Shit off the fucking road.
Oh, that's cool.
But the only problem is Forza is a game that's out practically every year. So they rotate between Forza Motorsport and fucking Horizon. And I like Horizon. Like the last game they did, Horizon 3, was fucking amazing. You're sitting there driving around in fucking Australia. And you're racing all these different cars. And hell, you even raced one point against like a fucking helicopter and shit. You know, they just throw all sorts of shit at you in the game. But when you're running around, say, in the fucking outback or like in swamp land, or they had DLC where you're running around, I think, like in the snow. And hell, they even fucking had Hot Wheels. I mean,
oh, that's cool.
They fucking went off the wall with the fucking Hot Wheels, and everyone went nuts for it. And that's why Forza Horizon's the shit right now. And this year they're doing like changing seasons and all that stuff. So, like, say if you haven't played the game for a few months, all of a sudden the whole terrain fucking changes on you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's like a shared world kind of thing, and I thought that was pretty awesome. But again, we're just milking that fucking Forza every year, and that's a problem. You know,
they're trying to Forza a cock into your asshole.
Well, how many fucking cars?
It seems to be working.
How many cars can they keep adding?
Putting a fucking strap on, telling you fucking bend over and take this shit.
Yeah, Halo, how many cars are in that game?
Halo, Gears, Forza.
How many cars can you pick from in that game?
Dude, just a lot of fucking cars, dude.
There's a lot. So like a big, because I remember I haven't played Gran Turismo in years. But Christ, whenever we don't talk, the fucking music, I sounds like I'm at a fucking concert hall, for Christ's sake. Holy shit! We gotta keep. Jesus Christ. No, what I wanted to say was before we end the Microsoft thing is they fucking announce that they're working on a new console, which in my opinion is a big mistake, because that's a fucking slap in the face to everybody who ran out and got an Xbox One X.
Yeah.
This is the fucking real deal, and this is that and the other thing. Like, first of all, Microsoft should learn from their fucking mistakes. If I was Microsoft, I would wait back and I would see what Sony's going to do. What's their system going to do? What's the specs on it? Is it backwards compatible? Is it not backwards compatible? You know, and then you make your move. Learn from the mistakes of Sega. Sega went down because they had to run out with their dick in their hands with fucking the Sega Saturn, and it fucking ruined a company. They even put out one of the best systems ever, it's Dreamcast, and it didn't matter because they were all.
One of my favorites for Sega, other than say the Genesis, was playing fucking Dreamcast, dude.
Oh my god, Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast? Are you fucking serious? Holy shit! But yeah,
fucking Phantasy Star Online like practically forever on that thing.
Yeah, that was great. But yeah, they announced that they're working on a new console, and they basically say, "Hey, fuck, how much was Xbox One X? $500?
Yeah, $500.
You spend $500. See, you know what? I shouldn't just pick on Xbox. The PS4 Pro too. I don't like this fucking shit where like you buy a PS4 and then 3 years later, like, now your PS4 is obsolete. No, fuck you. It's not obsolete because I can still play those fucking games. And what? Can I really notice that much? First of all, you need a fucking 4K television. That's first of all, and not a lot of people really have that yet. So I thought that was fucking ridiculous in itself. But really, is it really that different? I doubt it.
I've sat there with these fucking consoles, and say with the Xbox in general. Since I'm gonna, I'll start with that one. Like what you just announced, it, how they're gonna have a new Xbox, or what they called Xboxes. I kind of caught that he said it in plural. So there's going to be more than one new Xbox when they fucking release. And I just don't get what they're trying to do, because you're supposed to have a press conference showing all these fucking games. And the most important thing they're supposed to do is sell the fucking Xbox. But you're saying to someone, well, hey, probably in a couple of years, we're going to have a new fucking Xbox anyway. Why go out and buy an Xbox right now? It's such a waste of time. You're going to spend $500, and in 2 years, it's obsolete. You know, it just doesn't make any damn sense. And like the PS4 Pro could be the same way, but they all caught into this fucking 4K craze because the consoles weren't doing anything for 4K TV. Now, I got a 4K TV, so it works out for me to go ahead and say play the Xbox One X or the PS4 Pro. But for a lot of people, it's like, why do I invest? If you made me buy one on fucking day one, why is it that in 3 years I got to buy another one? It makes me feel like I'm buying a fucking phone.
No, that, and it's a lot like the PC now. Because the PC, you got to keep upgrading. So they're making it. That's the one thing that was the cool about consoles. I buy a console, and it's good for 6, 7, 8 years.
Exactly.
Now you're saying, no, this is the half step. Fuck you and your half step. Take the half step.
Yeah, I don't like the whole pro thing.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah,
it's
it really is.
Pissed me off when it happened. I was like, this is ridiculous. Oh, we wanted the VR to work better. First of all, nobody gives a fuck about VR. I haven't played VR. I heard it's okay. I heard it's pretty good, but
a friend of mine has it, dude. It gets boring real quick.
Yeah, I could listen. I'm a fat fuck. I just want to sit there, like fat fucking. It just sit there with my fucking control in my hand.
But it's just like, it's like one of those. It's like the Google glasses. You know what I mean? It's just like a fad. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are they even really putting out heavy content for VR games?
Well,
the VR fucking glasses or whatever you want to call them.
Well, there was a couple games this year they showed. From Software is making a game VR, but it's not going to be like Dark Souls. It's going to be a lot different than that. There was the Doom, obviously, is going to be VR. That's kind of cool. But again, if I'm going to fucking play Doom in VR, by the time I'm done, I got to go to the fucking chiropractor. It's like,
it's like, what Filthy wants? Filthy wants a fucking game where you got a chick with a big fat fucking pair of tits right there. And you can rock out with your fucking cock out in fucking VR. I want a game where there's a chick sitting there, right, in VR, and I'm able to, with my VR hand, grab a fucking coffee mug and smash it over his stupid fucking head. And I want that coffee mug to say cunt on it as I smash it over his fucking head. I was about to say that. When you smash it overhead, you fucking cunt.
Listen, I digress. I don't beat up women. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm just fucking around. If you guys don't know me, I'm an asshole.
Only in a game, right?
Yeah. So Microsoft, I mean,
listen, the only title I was really excited about was Halo, to me personally.
So scale from 1 to 10, what would you give Microsoft's fucking
6.5?
I was gonna say a 5.
5. Yeah,
9
you know what?
Games, but everything else that I would grade on a whole body of work, because you're trying to sell a console with your event, 6.5.
Yeah, I was gonna go around like 6. So you looking at?
I'm half and half.
You're looking at like an average of like 5 3/4. So
yeah.
so let's put it this way: we think they suck. All right, we think they're fucking.
Yeah. They're the only one that got me going was the Halo. Even though it was a short video, just seeing Master Chief's helmet and the fact that he put Cortana in the back of his fucking head in the end.
Yeah.
The helmet or whatever, I just thought that was sick.
Well, guys, listen, we're not being biased. Like, I only have PlayStation, but I'm not biased against Microsoft. You know what I mean? These guys, they have, but I'm saying you guys, you have Xboxes. You play Xboxes. Yeah. So you don't have a fucking bias. So, and you're saying it sucks. So, you know what I mean? I just want to make sure people listening out there just a fucking PlayStation fanboy.
No, and it's just so everyone knows, too. And I had a PS4. I only got rid of it because I wasn't really doing it. I was just sitting there collecting dust. I gave it to my family member.
And that family member's enjoying it like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I'm sitting there watching that Halo press conference, and Chris, maybe if you noticed it in the beginning, too. Like, they're showing all this shit, and then, obviously Halo ended up being the first game, but we didn't know it was fucking Halo. I'm sitting there looking at that and seeing all the fucking animals. I started thinking of the fucking Lion King.
Yeah.
All right.
I know it was a little weird.
Lion King. Hey, all that shit.
You could see fucking Simba roll out in the back.
I swear, I was like, I didn't realize it was fucking Halo. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
I know. Yeah. It was a little odd, but again, it just the ending really. The last fucking 20 seconds of it really what got your juices flowing about. You know. And I'm just excited for it. I'm sure Mike will talk about this in future fucking videos.
Yeah,
I'm a huge Halo fan, so from the first and second, and even the third one, which I was very unhappy with at first, but ended up liking.
Yeah, no. So we basically think Microsoft sucked. this year.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much.
So the next day we open up with Bethesda, and Bethesda fucking hits home runs left and right.
Oh,
They
yeah,
fucking
sure.
they put out fucking great fucking games. First game I want to talk about. I'm surprised that they're making this game, but I'm very happy they're making it. Rage 2. I loved the first Rage. I think the problem with the first Rage was it was way too short. It was great because you know what? I think it was 2 discs on Xbox 360. It wasn't that fucking big of a game either, but it was 60 frames per second. It had very good graphics. It was a fun game, but like I said, it was too short. Now, I never thought I was going to see a sequel, but now we're getting a sequel, and I'm fucking excited about it. Because if you don't know what Rage is, I would explain Rage as kind of like a more realistic Borderlands, almost.
Mixed with Mad Max.
Right. Well, yeah, it's in that zone. Where,
it does have that Mad Max feel to it.
Mad Max was a nuclear holocaust. Is that what happened with that? I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, I think it was a nuclear holocaust.
Yeah, and Rage is an asteroid. An asteroid hits Earth, fucks everybody up, and you have mutants. You've seen it before, but I'm really looking forward to playing this game. I don't know if there's in the trailer they didn't really portray a multiplayer aspect to it. I know there's co-op, but I'm talking about like head-to-head, deathmatch. I don't know if they have any of that, but it's id Software again. Listen, if you don't know who id Software is, kill yourself, because id Software is like a fucking industry juggernaut. But what do you guys think about Rage?
I'm excited. I thought it was a sick trailer. They revealed a lot. I like the when in the end there when he gets that fucking superpower or whatever, and he's pushing all those what are the bad guys called in that game? Those
I wanted the sausage
bandits or something.
What are they called?
I don't remember what the fuck they're called.
They were just bandits.
Bandits?
Yeah.
So yes, I don't. Yeah, because there's like humans and then there's like mutants.
Yeah, well, in the first part of the trailer, he's fighting the humans, and then when they call in that space station or whatever, those fucking whatever they're called comes out.
I hope they bring back that fucking part in the first game when you were in you walked into like some sort of carnival area. Do you remember that part?
Oh yes.
It was like a fun house.
Yes, it was like
fucking
it was some
sick.
sort of TV show or something.
Right. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was like a TV show. It was like a Smash
nuts.
TV though. It was like Smash TV.
Oh, well, did you see that part in that trailer when it shows that fucking infomercial?
Right.
Yeah, that's edition for the game.
And that's for real. Like if you buy the collector's edition, you get that fucking head that talks to you. That's fucking hilarious. But I'm not gonna fall for it. I fell for that with the fucking Walking Dead season 2. Fuck that. I'm not falling for that shit again. Fuck you.
I remember with Rage, I remember the first game. And the thing I think of with the first game was I didn't think the story was that good at all.
No,
it really took me out of the game a bit, although the gunplay is what kept me in because it's fucking id. Anything with id when it comes to fucking guns, just look back at fucking Doom because they did that shit back in the day, that and Wolfenstein and whatever. And that should get you hyped alone because there was something when you're fighting the different characters in the game, the way they would react to how you were playing the game. It was like they would sometimes avoid your fucking gunshots, and that was just fucking crazy.
Right.
The only time I ever saw that was say like Halo. They did that shit. So
yeah, it's true. Yeah, because the AI is smart, not just fucking.
Exactly. So I enjoyed that, but the thing is that the story was just awful, but the gameplay was good. I'm kind of looking forward to this one. I'm a little cautious about it because I still feel like it's more of a generic shooter. It doesn't really give me anything of a story right now.
It's not going to be something I'm going to pre-order. It's not going to be like I'm going to run out. I got to put money down on this game.
Don't get that collector's edition. You saw on that TV.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a game like that, but it's a game that I'm going to have interest in.
It doesn't have multiplayer, by the way.
Oh, it doesn't?
Really?
No. Nope.
Which I have. Listen, I have no problem with. I don't need every.
Just make the campaign good.
Right. Just make the fucking campaign good. That's absolutely
they did say
right.
The name of the main guy in the game was called Walker, and he's a Lone Ranger. I was like, oh god, fucking God. Walker, Texas Ranger. Here
Jesus
we go.
Christ.
Yeah, but supposedly, they're making this like a big single player open world type style game, obviously, and if they make the campaign good, if that's all they're focusing on, you would imagine it would be good,
Well,
hope so.
we mentioned Doom, so it's only fitting that we now talk about the next Doom game, Doom Eternal, which I am fucking. Listen, the last Doom game, which was the remake of the original, was so fucking good, like so good, like, and if you want, go look up the Filthy Mouth Gamer on YouTube. I did Doom videos, like how to play the game, because I played a game on the hardest level. That's just how I do shit, because that teaches you how to play the game correctly. You know what I mean? That fucking game, there was not many things wrong about that game. The music was awesome, the gore was awesome, the gunplay was awesome, everything was fucking awesome in that game. And now this is now a continuation of that game. And I watched the press conference, and they said that, you know, as many demons, different types of demons we had in Doom, there's going to be twice as many in this game. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
I love the way they did that fucking first game, because I did a full Let's Play on my YouTube channel, and I was sitting there playing, and I'm going through another playthrough right now, and the atmosphere of the game was so good. The music fit in with the atmosphere. The gore was absolutely perfect. And seeing that we're getting Hell on Earth right now for the sequel, I was like, "Fuck, dude, this is gonna be like the best thing." We had a guy like with the Doom Slayer, or I guess they want to call him. I just think that's fucking Doom Guy.
Yeah, that's what I thought they'd call him, was Doom Guy, right?
Yeah, to me it was Doom Guy. And the cool part about it in the game we just recently had was he was the kind of character that said, "I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna go fucking shoot shit and just beat the shit out of people." And that's the thing I loved, dude. I just love that full attitude. I don't give a fuck. I'm shooting everything.
That, you know, that Doom, the remake, what was cool about it is that, listen, it pretty much was, you go from one shootout in a room to another shootout, but every shootout you get into is like a puzzle. Yes, it's like, okay, what gun do I use? Oh, there's a power-up floating there. Do I grab it now, or do I wait halfway through this fight and grab it? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or, you know, it was such a good fucking game. And you know what? I had fun in the multiplayer. I thought the multiplayer went back to the fucking roots of games like Unreal Tournament, Quake, fast-paced.
I used to love Unreal Tournament, man.
Oh my god! Yes. Like the Doom multiplayer was just like that. How everybody was sprinting around like fucking maniacs. Yeah, it was just like that. It was so good.
How did you like when you became a demon though, and you start fucking just killing people left?
Yeah, I used to like that small little fucker that used to jump across the room and shit and grab people by the fucking face. Yeah, I used to love, dude. Let me tell you something. Doom Eternal, I could pretty much guarantee you that's going to be a good game. I can guarantee it. Right here, right now, it's going to be good. And
it can barely do wrong.
If you haven't played the original, the remake of Doom that came out in 2016, you could probably get it cheap now. Go get it. If you like,
I'm gonna have to get it. I never played. I didn't play the remake.
If you love first person shooters, dude, that game is.
Yeah, no, I do. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to play it, but I've been a Doom fan since the fucking original.
They did an update recently to put that game in 4K as well. So if you have a 4K TV with it, it looks
listen, you gotta fucking brag about your fucking 4K television, all right, guy? We know you got a fucking 4K television.
All right, Himmelgod's got 3 of them lined up.
All right, he's got 4K. He's got 4K. He's got a fucking Japanese bathhouse in the back. He's got Japanese bathhouse in the back that gives hand jobs. They have 8K back there because they get the fucking TV straight from Japan.
Don't be hating.
I'm gonna definitely pick that one up.
I think I traded mine in, or I give you mine. I think I traded my fucking version in already.
Well, I definitely want to play it, so I'm fresh for when this
play
comes out.
I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. So now we're gonna change gears. We're gonna go to a different game that kind of was announced already before E3 came out, just right before E3, but a beloved game, a beloved franchise, Fallout 76. Which is going to be entirely online. Which I don't know if that means, is it an MMO? Is it fucking, like what is it?
It's still your standard Fallout game, which you can play in solo or you can play as in multiplayer. It's like 100% dedicated servers for the game, and you keep your progression as you go. So every player that you see in the game is a real person. So you don't know if they're going to be friendly to you or they're going to go fucking shoot you and all that shit. so you have no idea what they're going to be
You
like.
see, right away I feel pressure already because it's like,
Well, the
Right
good
aw-
part though is if you die, you don't lose anything that you gain.
oh,
So
okay,
it's
so that's fine. So then I don't feel less no pressure. All right, so then I'm gonna
Right.
run around and just be a scumbag and just start shooting people because there's no
Yeah,
consequences. So fuck you.
Go there and teabag their corpse all you
Well,
want.
the only consequence is you have to go back to the fucking checkpoint if you die.
Yeah, wherever they put you on the fucking
Right.
map. You know, it's not like you're gonna see that person again. He's gonna go fucking grief you again.
What-
It's not gonna be that way.
What is your favorite Fallout game?
Mine is Fallout 3.
3? See,
Three.
that was the first Fallout game I ever played. I'm like,
Mhm.
this game's good, but for some reason, man, Fallout New Vegas, man, holy shit, that game was good.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, that game was fucking good.
That fucking soundtrack, man, it got me. I'm starting to listen to Dean Martin on my own and shit. Fucking Sammy Davis Jr. I was like, holy shit, the soundtrack of this game is the fucking best. There's nothing like fucking listening to fucking Dean Martin as you're putting a fucking bullet in a fucking dude's head.
Yeah, they
Ain't
they
that a
said
kick
shit.
in the head?
You know what I want to fucking do in that game? Because I think Todd Howard said it best. Is you get the codes and fucking shoot off a fucking nuke.
Yes.
And it fucking blows someone's fucking settlement
Yes.
to fucking pieces.
What'd you think of Fallout 4?
I liked Fallout 4. I don't think it was great as some of the previous ones. But,
It was still addicting though.
yeah, it was still good.
You didn't want
And
to put it
it's set-
down.
Yeah, it did set some of the precedents that we're going to see in this game. Because it feels a lot like Fallout 4, but like an online Fallout 4.
Well, the only thing I didn't like about Fallout 4 is that you'd always see shit pop up like this encampment is upset with you. They need help.
Yeah.
Hey guys, listen. Do your own fucking shit, all right? Handle your own fucking business. I saved your fucking farm. Now fucking handle the fucking farm. Why do I have to now play this fucking game and worry about your farm that's on the other side of the fucking world? Fuck your farm. How's that? You got anything for me? I go over there, you give me one piece of corn. What the fuck am I gonna do with that? You want me to come to your fucking farm and put up gun turrets and shit? I gotta do all the fucking work. Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean?
It makes me think of like you play Grand Theft Auto 4,
Yeah.
right? And I would think myself in a big ass fucking police chase, and then your fucking phone goes off. Hey Nico, you want to go to bowling?
I know,
You
fucking
avoid
ridiculous.
the damn cops.
It's like, go fuck yourself, guy. You know what I mean? Like, you go bone with yourself. So Fallout 76. What about you, Chris? You ever play Fallout?
Yeah, I did on and off. That wasn't a huge franchise
Well,
for me.
well,
But
you're
yeah, I
not-
did play it on and off. Yeah.
Well, you're not like a big, because that's like an RPG.
Yeah, I'm not a
Like-
huge. I'll be honest. I'm not a huge RPG, game player.
Well,
that's
that's-
not my style.
That's
but
perfect because the next game we're going to talk about is actually
probably one of the biggest.
one of the greatest RPGs ever,
yeah, yeah.
and that's Elder Scrolls 6. Now they never
Right.
they didn't show dick. They showed mountains.
Mountains.
They showed fucking. I mean, they showed more in the opening of fucking Dallas in the 80s than they showed this fucking Elder Scrolls 6 trailer. But
Let me just be clear, though. I do appreciate a lot of RPGs. Like, I appreciate the graphics and the time that goes into making them. I don't like the whole role playing. I'm not a big fan of it, but I do appreciate it.
the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim is, in my opinion, a top 5 game of all time.
Yes.
It's,
All right, see,
it's-
that's one I did play, which I did enjoy playing. I had.
Oh my god, it's so many. It's such a huge fucking game, and there's so many different caves, and every cave is different. You know, like it's not like you're walking into, oh, this is a different cave, but it looks exactly the same as the last fucking cave, but this cave just has moss on the walls. It's not like that. Every fucking cave is a different fucking. There's a stream running through this one. There's vampires in that one. It's what a fucking great game, man. Seriously, like.
Yeah, you go through the game and you find fucking books and that shit, and you read a fucking book, and next thing you know, you might find like a little dungeon or a little cave that has exactly what was you read in that fucking book, and take on whatever's in there.
Dude, I used to run around with the mace of Moloch Ball in Skyrim and just bash motherfuckers' heads in, dude. Just smash this. Oh my god, that was the best weapon. Holy shit. The mace of Moloch Ball. I hope I get it again in fucking Elder Scrolls 6. But they didn't even say a release date. They didn't give you anything. They just said, here, Elder Scrolls 6. Now go
Here's
stick
a
figure-
mountain,
Yes.
and go shove it up your ass.
You don't
Exactly.
know
It says,
yeah.
here's Elder Scrolls 6. Go fuck
We
yourself.
just wanted to tell you that it's here, all right? It's somewhere. Here's a mountain. See you later. Who knows if that's even a fucking mountain from the game?
This was the name. This is the name. Elder Scrolls 6.
It's all about dick. Fuck you.
By the time that game comes out, we'll probably all be fucking dead.
I mean, just the amount of time that has to go into those types of games is just has to be incredible.
Oh, I can't imagine. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't know where to start because I took very, very elementary programming in college. It was Pascal, it was called, and that was just garbage, you know. But I don't even know how the fuck these guys do it. Like, I don't even like. They better when they finish an Elder Scrolls game, you better send all those nerds and geeks out to get their dick sucked.
Oh yeah, for sure. That dick sucked multiple times.
Seriously, you better send them out to like a whorehouse where they all dress up in cosplay and get their dick sucked by fucking something. They'd be crazy. Want to get their dick sucked by Blanca? Who the fuck knows?
Oh my god.
So I would say the Bethesda, their whole show, I would probably give it. I give it a 7 out of 10 or a 7.5 out of 10. It was good. You know?
Yeah, I'm at 7.5 with that as well.
What do you think, Chris? What do you give it?
Yeah, I mean, being the fact that I'm not a huge, RPG player, but again, I appreciate it. So I'd score it the same. I'd give it a 7.5, same way. I mean, Rage 2, Doom. I mean, even the Fallout, looks amazing. Even though we just saw mountains for Elder Scrolls, but I put it up there for sure.
Nice. All right, so Bethesda, better so far, the best, because EA was dog shit. We didn't even give it. EA was such dog shit. We didn't even give it a fucking rating.
It wasn't even worth it.
Yeah. Listen, EA, they don't even deserve a fucking rating.
Right. They had one game that I was like, okay, this looks good, and that was it.
In other words, I give them a go suck my dick out of 10. That's pretty much what I was
fucking jerk off.
Suck the fucking carbohydrates out of my dick.
That's eat ass, EA.
So the next show was Square Enix. Now, Square Enix, if you're a longtime gamer, they used to be two different companies, Squaresoft and Enix.
Mm-hmm.
Squaresoft was the Final Fantasy company.
And
Enix, I'm trying to think, Enix wasn't Ultima, right?
I think so.
Well, I'll tell you what Enix definitely was. Enix was a game, the very first role-playing game I ever played as a kid. Dragon Warrior.
Dude. Oh my god, I remember that game.
Dragon Warrior was my first role-playing game, and it changed everything. My second role-playing game was the very first Final Fantasy. Actually, I don't even think it was the first Final Fantasy. It was Final Fantasy 1 on Nintendo, which is really Final Fantasy 4 in Japan. I don't even know what the fuck that even means. Like, dude, just if it's Final Fantasy 4, then call it fucking Final Fantasy 4. Why does it got to be 1 by me, but it's 4 over here? Like, go fuck yourself, dude. Seriously. Come on, man. Why you
Japanese want to feel special, man. That's all it is.
So I bring up Dragon Warrior because in Japan it was called Dragon Quest.
Yes.
And this year they're coming out with Dragon Quest 11. We're not going to really go into detail with that, but I don't know. I haven't played those in fucking years. I may check it out. It's kind of like cartoony and shit. And but the next game is everybody's familiar with Tomb Raider. So this game is the third and final in the trilogy of this new like Tomb Raider reboot. With the new Lara Croft. Hey, the new Lara Croft's hot, but
yes, she is.
Let me tell you something. I still would want to fuck the original Lara Croft, even though she had like square tits. I don't give a shit.
Triangle tits or whatever it was, but whatever it was.
Yeah, boxy tits. That's all right.
She had like fucking Madonna tits.
We like pixelated tits.
Yeah. And fucked up lips. She looks like she looked like fucking Mick Jagger raiding tombs. And fucking
I just thought of that, dude.
So listen, this trailer, it looked like more the same shit as the last two games, and I enjoyed the two games. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad game, but
listen, I'm not impressed. I was kind of like we were talking before. I hate when you do those stealthy games like this, and the AI is stupid.
Yeah, we were saying there's a part in the trailer where she's sneaking around, and these two guys are talking. The one guy's like, "Hey man, do you know so-and-so's code?" He's like, "Yeah, the code is da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da." He's like, "All right, great." And he walks away. Lara puts a fucking arrow in the dude's head, and the guy turns around and goes, "We got a dead one here." I think it's fresh. What do you mean a dead one? You were just talking to this fucking guy. You act like it's just fucking nobody.
I think it's fresh. Yeah, I know. It would be cool if it was like, Johnson's down or something like that. Like put a name behind it. So I don't know. I hate.
You see with you.
It's all about dick.
You got to bring up Johnson. That's the fucking name you got to come up.
Fuck you.
I look at this game, and what kills me is that it's not Crystal Dynamics that did the first two.
Right.
That's a different company. I
didn't even think about that. Yeah.
And
Eidos was the first.
Dynamics is like the executive producer. In other words, like the person that says, "Go get me my fucking donuts."
Eidos was the original company that made Tomb Raider, though, right?
Eidos was the first. Yeah, they originally made it.
Right.
But Crystal Dynamics has done the last two. And then now they're off they went and did something else. I think they're working on the new fucking Avengers game.
Now, hold on a
second.
second.
Hear about this year.
No, fuck that. Crystal Dynamics, if you listen to me, make another fucking Legacy of Kain game. Seriously. Go back to fucking Legacy of Kain. I want another Legacy of Kain game.
Who wouldn't want that shit?
I used to love those fucking games. But what do you think? You think this is like a does it jump out at you like you're like, oh my god, Tomb Raider, or is it like
no? Because to me it was just a generic fucking looking game, honestly.
Yeah, it's starting to wane on me because I think for the first two Tomb Raiders were very good, and then now it's like you're doing more of the same all over again, and I'm like, I don't really know. I did pre-order it though, fortunately, but
it can't compare to Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 was so ridiculous. It's so over the top. Holy shit, that game was good. Now the next game when it comes is I just had played the last version of this game. I bought it cheap. Just Cause 4. I played Just Cause 3, and can I tell you something, man? That was one of the funnest fucking games I have ever fucking played. Like as far as sandbox games, dude. You know what it reminded me of? The very first Mercenaries game.
Yes.
You would just fucking go around and just blowing shit up and breaking buildings down and making them cave in and fucking... Chris, in this fucking game, you can jump out of a helicopter and squirrel suit down like into somebody's fucking building.
No, I've played Just Cause.
Oh, okay. So
I didn't own it at the time. Yeah, no, I have played it though. It's a fun fucking game.
So good, and you have that fucking grappling hook or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
That tether that tethers the shit, and now you can fucking attach balloons to fucking vehicles and fly and shit. Dude, this looks like it's gonna be a fucking fun game. But you know what? I think consumer wise, it's gonna be like ho hum again, and that makes me feel sad because a game like that, people put a lot of time and effort in, and for some reason they just ignore that fucking game. And they'll fucking put money into, like we said, Tomb Raider, which is basically the same shit over and over again.
Well, my first foray into it was Just Cause 2 on the 360.
How was that?
That game was amazing. And the funny part was, I wasn't expecting it. They sent it to me. The PR company sent it to me in the mail to do a review for it. And I'm opening up going, holy shit, it's fucking Just Cause 2. And I didn't realize at first. And I start playing it, and I got hooked right from the fucking beginning. Because, like you mentioned, the tether shit. They were doing that shit in Just Cause 2, and you could tether shit like those fire extinguisher bottles and shit, and stick it on a fucking another guy, and then all of a sudden shoot that bottle, so it shoots off in the air, and the guy's just flying along with it. It was just some funny shit that you can do with that game because the ragdoll physics were just fucking off the wall, and you basically could do anything you want in that game. It was the helicopters, fucking planes.
It was a true sandbox game.
Yes, and it was just fucking amazing. And then you come around with the third one, and all of a sudden it's like, number one, they changed the voice character for Rico, so now he's running around like he's fucking Rico Suave out there, fucking going around shooting shit. And you bring all the tether stuff back, and I felt like the most fun I had is one of the videos I saw, and I decided to do it for real, was you find this cow out there in the field, and you put these freaking mines on them that are like little rocket mines and shit. And then when you shoot them off, you just shoot the fucking cow all the way across the fucking field to go watch it explode. That was like the most fun I had. But Mercenaries, that was the shit, dude. I remember that back in the day. And
that was North Korea.
You hit it right off the bat with fucking Mercenaries.
North Korea. Wasn't that North Korea you were in?
North Korea was the first one, yeah.
It was Kim Jong-il was the fucking, and it had like the playing cards, like this is the ace of spades, this is the ace of hearts, this is the two of hearts, and you had to take down all the fucking leaders and shit. And I always just do the same shit. I'd be like, dude, you want me? I'm not coming in on the road. I'm gonna climb the side of the mountain behind you, and I'm gonna just fucking snipe the fucking leader and not have to fuck with anybody. I'm gonna go right back down the mountain. Like, all hell will break loose. You hear, ooh, the fucking alarms are going on. I'm out, guy. See you later. I'm already driving down the street, you dumb fucks.
If I get enough fucking money, I just drop a fucking airstrike on their ass or something, you know?
Were you going to say something, Chris?
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you guys think on this new, the Just Cause 4, the whole tornado and bad weather aspect of it?
Yeah, that looks fucking cool, Harry.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it rips through fucking bridges and shit. And
yeah, they have sandstorms, tornadoes, I believe winter, blizzard storms, and was there anything else?
Like fucking airplane and shit that was going into that fucking tornado or something.
Yeah, how sick was that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think you know what it was. I think it was a plane that was landed and it just sucked the plane off the tarmac into the fucking tornado. Yeah,
that was pretty sick.
Yeah, it looks like a sick game, but it's one of those games that probably most people are just gonna rent.
Yeah,
they're not gonna buy it.
Rental.
No, but me personally, I think I might scoop this one.
All right, so there you go.
Yeah, I think I might scoop this one. Yeah. There you go, guys. You got one guy. So
he threw you a bone. He threw you a bone, Square Enix. All right, so the next game, as if it was a year ago, I would say I don't give a flying fuck about. But since I played the first two games in the last year, Kingdom Hearts 3, which is kind of like a kid's game. It really is, but it's fun as fuck, and I don't give a fuck what you tell me.
Day one buy for me. That's what it is.
It's so fucking. It's fun. It's you can pick it up and play. Goofy is a fucking dude. When you're in the arena, the shit that Goofy does when you win a fucking match is fucking hilarious. Goofy's a fucking man, and
well, he's fucking goofy.
But they give him. It's funny because like you have like a Keyblade, and Donald is like a wizard. He's like a wizard, so he's doing like spells and shit. And then they give Goofy just a shield. And it's like, dude, what the fuck, bro? Like, just have a shield? Where the fuck's my sword, you assholes? But they don't even trust Goofy with a sword. Like, dude, you give Goofy a sword, he's gonna fucking hit himself with it because he's a fucking moron.
It's like they handed him a shield, and he's like, "The fuck am I gonna do with this shit?"
So here's the thing. So now it's Kingdom Hearts 3. They're gonna add all the Disney properties that they didn't have in the first two Kingdom Hearts, like Frozen and like Wreck-It Ralph, Wreck-It Ralph could be cool because they're gonna add video games into a video game. But what the fuck, dude? Why isn't Star Wars in the game?
I don't know if I would have wanted Star Wars in that game. I think it's too big of a universe to do. Well,
Kingdom Hearts 2 is so weird when you went to Pirates of the Caribbean. It was so bizarre because your characters are like cartoony, and now Pirates of the Caribbean, they look they didn't look real, but you know what I mean? Like they're realistic looking. That was bizarre, and they're bringing that back. The Pirates of the Caribbean are back.
Pirates of the Caribbean's going to be back, yeah.
Yeah, so day one purchase for you?
Yeah, it's a day one for me because I've loved the series. Even though I can't make a fucking sense out of the whole damn fucking story. But the gameplay for me has always been something that's been really good. And I've enjoyed the fact that they put Disney and the Square characters all together, like, fucking Final Fantasy and stuff. So I enjoyed the shit out of it. And even though the sequel was like a little bit, but this one, I'm interested. And this time you're using those summons as fucking Disney rides. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
I'm going to take a guess and say Chris could give a flying fuck about Chris is sitting here going, guys, you're 40.
No, that is one of those types of games. Like you said, yeah, it's most likely more of a kid's game, but that's the type of game that I could sit down and just veg out on for fucking probably hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's a fun game. I have to say.
Yeah. Have I ever played it? No. To be completely honest with you, I've never even played the first or second one, so I can't, put any input onto it. But I thought the trailer was a little weird with the fucking sound effects. Didn't even look like they barely lined up. But again,
considering that the first two games came out back in the day on the fucking PlayStation 2, it's been a fucking long time. So, we were.
See, now I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. So yeah,
it's been a while.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
Then I guess. Yeah. But
Yeah.
again, it's something that I probably would play, but obviously I wouldn't play competitive, multiple times. It'd probably get bored, for me at least.
I don't know. To me, it's like a guilty pleasure. I could just sit there and keep playing it.
Well,
That's just me.
Well, that's
So-
like Tetris for me. So
So I think, Square Enix, I mean, I say I give them a 6. I mean, it was like whole hum. Had some good games in there, but nothing like that. I'm going to fucking rush out and be like, oh my God, I need this game.
So what? So you're not going to do Just Cause 4?
No, I'm going to, in other words, I'm not saying they're terrible. I'll play Just Cause 4. But did they have, but on their list, in my opinion, on their list of games they showed, Dragon Quest XI, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Just Cause, Kingdom Hearts, Babylon's Fall, Final Fantasy XIV X Monster Hunter, The Quiet Man. None of these games, to me, are going to fucking really, blow anybody's mind.
I got you. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah.
My problem with the whole thing was their whole event, which was nothing but trailers for a half an hour, was a waste of my time because more than half the trailers they've shown from Saturday even into Sunday. And as soon as I saw all that, I was like, this is a rehash of shit I've already seen.
Right.
They showed Kingdom Hearts 3 already. They already showed Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I mean, Monster Hunter, great. I already have Monster Hunter World, and I think it's a great fucking game. But, cool, they're going to put a little fucking crossover, but that was something that we didn't need for this showcase, like an E3 showcase. People are thinking there's going to be a fucking press conference. It's a half hour worth of fucking trailers I could have watched at a different time. And I give it like a 3.
Whoa.
What?
He just
3 out of 10 for that.
Himmelgod is fucking pissed.
God damn, dude. He took a shit on fucking Square Enix, bro.
That's
God
Kingdom
what
Hearts
damn.
3,
68,
day
bro.
1, everything else, fuck you.
No, I'm going to have to agree with him, though. I mean, the only one that I found interesting, to me at least, was the Just Cause. So,
It is what it is.
I want to hear like Rod Roddy from The Price is Right say, I think Square Enix is a piece of shit. That's Rod. Is he still alive, that fucking guy? Rod Roddy. Fucking guy.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Dude, Rod Roddy had to suck dicks, right? There's no way he did fucking. You know what I mean? Rod Roddy was deep into fucking some dick. I'm telling you right now. The shit he used to wear.
Yeah.
Go back to kid. You listen to kids. If you listen to kids, God help you. But if you're listening, go look up Old Price is Right. Rod Roddy. He's a fucking maniac.
God.
So all right. So I was a little lenient. You fucking said it was a 3. We just lost Chris. Chris will be back.
That's 1.
But he said it was a piece of shit too. So I'm assuming it's a fucking 3. Chris, what do you give it? A 3?
I give it who? What the
Square Enix.
Square
The last
Enix.
things we said. The
No,
last.
no, I was saying I give it a 5 just because I'm personally excited for Just Cause.
All right. So we're talking about like a fucking average of 4.
Yeah.
All right. So that's
All the other ones I know you guys are into. They didn't really, spark my interest, but yeah, I give it a 5.
all right. So moving on. Now we got a company called Ubisoft that really should change the name to Hit or Miss because that's what they do. Either they put a good game out or they put a shit game out. They don't put any fucking middle games out. It's either it's a good game and it works, or it's a shit game and it's all fucked up and you can't even play it.
And then
So-
you get Just Dance to the fucking middle with dancing bears and shit.
Just Dance. They should do a Just Dance dancing bear version where it's a guy dancing bear like a fucking like a stripper dancing bear when he's at like a fucking office with all the secretaries and he starts pulling his dick out and the fucking secretary starts sucking his cock. Like, oh, it's a fucking bachelorette party. That's a Just Dance. It'll sell fucking copies. Let me tell you right fucking now.
Just
Um,
Dance Stripper Edition. Let's just do it.
Did you ever watch those pornos online? The fucking, what's it called? CFNM, where it's a male stripper.
Clothes, male, naked, female.
Yeah, right.
whatever.
And then
Yeah,
and then the regular girls just start fucking blowing them. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? This
Oh,
fucking
shit.
woman. This fucking woman's probably has kids at home, and she's sucking this stranger's cock that God
Yeah.
knows is good. You know,
God
look,
forbid the kid shows up on that site one day and just randomly puts it up.
Look, can I tell you something? I can guarantee you right now that the conversation we just had for the last 30 seconds or so has never been had on any video game show on YouTube ever. So go fuck yourself. So the first game on Ubisoft is a game that I'm excited because it looks awesome. But even though I still have to play the last one, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which takes place during ancient Greece, and the last one took place during ancient Egypt. That was Origins. I still never played that game, but I heard it was really good.
Yeah, I haven't gotten on it either.
The one before Origins was the one that took place in England in the 1800s. Yes. What was the name of that one again? Do you remember?
I think it was Syndicate.
Syndicate was really good. The only two Assassin's Creeds I haven't played are Origins and Rogue. I never got to play Rogue, but I heard they're remaking Rogue, so I might be able to get to play.
I heard a rumor about that. Yeah.
But this one looks fucking awesome. Like I said, I
love Greek mythology.
Yes, hell yeah, dude. Well, that's like God of War. That's why I fell in love with that fucking game. It was just so fucking good. Gameplay was awesome. Storyline was awesome. This new God of War. Listen, I'm gonna end up probably recording a review of it on my own. But it's if you have a PlayStation and you don't own God of War, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? One of the best games I ever played in my fucking life. But Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It seems like it's weird, and it's the same feeling I had with Assassin's Creed 3. Is that the cool thing about Assassin's Creed games when you climb up these big, tall, fucking giant structures?
Yes.
And in Greece, do they have many structures like that? Like, I don't know.
I don't think so.
That's a good question.
The Parthenon is pretty big. I don't know if they're gonna have the Colossus of Rhodes in there, but who the fuck wants to climb the Colossus of Rhodes? Nobody out there. You're in the middle of the fucking ocean over there. So who the fuck you assassinate? It looks like this guy in the trailer has some sort of magical dagger of some sort that he can jump down.
A spear, I think.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
You play as a Spartan in the game, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. Did you see the end towards the end of that trailer when it looked like fucking like 300 type shit?
Yes.
I thought that was sick.
Yeah, it looks like they spit these fucking things out like the Tic Tacs, these Assassin's Creed games. I don't know how the fuck they do it.
And they throw a movie in
between. I don't know how the fuck they're doing it.
Did you guys see the movie? I didn't see the movie.
I did, yeah.
Was it good?
It was, yeah. It was,
and that's a ringing endorsement from Cutty Chris.
It's a fucking
look, I wanted to like it so bad, honestly, because I actually liked the guy who played the main.
I'll help you out.
There are no words.
Pretty much, yeah. I really, really, really wanted to enjoy it, and it's just I could have fell asleep.
This is Cutty Chris' review of the Assassin's Creed movie.
Wow!
Don't make me do a movie review.
It's just like the simple, like, when you see those reviews in the paper, it's like, oh, this movie, holy shit! Like, that's the review, the whole review. Like,
yeah.
Thanks for giving me all the info, guy. So Assassin's Creed. I would play this game, but I still have to play Origins. So I'm gonna be my favorite. In my opinion, my favorite Assassin's Creed game was the fourth one, the one when you're pirate, Black Flag.
Yes.
Yeah, Black Flag was good.
And I spent more time playing as a fucking pirate than I cared about being an assassin in that game.
Yeah.
Fucking, and like the hunting for the treasure and all that shit was fucking. And then I think I have to give the nod to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Was fucking amazing. That was technically Assassin's Creed 3, but it was really Assassin's Creed 2.5. I don't know. Because there was Assassin's Creed fucking what the fuck the name went after that when Ezio was older. I think it was called Assassin's Creed Your Sister's Asshole.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Hey, at least you don't have that fucking Desmond fucker running around, because I was sick of that shit.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, that's how that you thought there was going to be Assassin's Creed based around him, like in present day, but they never really that never came to fruition. But whatever, Desmond, go fuck yourself if you're listening.
I just wondered, how many more places can they fucking go to with this game? I just wish they would take a break with it, like they did that before they did Origins.
Well, I can tell you where they're gonna go. I mean, the thing that's everybody's been clamoring for, fucking Japan. Samurais and Ninja. I mean, what the fuck?
Got enough samurai games by about now.
But it's a fucking. I mean, we'll get to one later. I think that's on the fucking list of fucking.
It is on the list, yeah.
Actually, you know what? I didn't even circle that on the list, but there's a fucking samurai game coming out by the same company that made Infamous. fuck is the name of that game again?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima. Holy shit, does that game fucking sick. That game looks fun as fuck, and it looks like it's going to make me curse and smash controllers. But the next game is a game, I mean, it's a sequel it's way over a decade since the last game. Yeah. Beyond Good and Evil 2, which is a PC game. Well, did I play it on the fucking PC? I don't remember what I played. Was that game on Xbox?
I think it was on the original Xbox, because I think it was on the original Xbox.
Now, is this a PC only game?
No, it was on. No, it was on. It was on PlayStation 2. No.
What about this game? This Beyond Good and Evil 2? Is this a PC?
I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, look it up. You would think I would have looked it up, but I'm a lazy fuck. I just assumed it was PC only because it looked fucking. I mean,
the graphics look fucking amazing.
The cinematics were so ridiculous. Like I was like, holy shit! Like I saw every crinkle in the pig's asshole. It was unbelievable.
Dude, there was so much to take in from that fucking trailer.
Yeah. Seriously, like obviously, I don't remember their names, but you had the pig, the monkey,
the pig, the monkey, the girl, and then there's another one at the end of the fucking trailer.
Yeah, well, that's the girl from the original game.
Yes, Jade. I think that was her name, Jade.
Did you play as her? That was your like fucking character you controlled?
Yes.
But this game there was a trailer other than this trailer that showed like this is a huge fucking game. Like there's different planets and shit.
I think the cool part they showed from the trailer the last time from last year is how you could take from your ship and go from the surface of that planet into space. And I was like, the fuck? When I saw that, and I said, okay, I want this game.
So I mean, I don't even know how this game is gonna play. I don't even remember, dude. I don't even remember how the fucking first game played. I didn't was it third person? It was third person that game.
I never played the first one yet, and that's one of the things that got me.
I played,
but
so
I
many years ago.
So much about it.
So many years ago, I played that game.
I can't seem to find what platform it's launching on.
All right, so Beyond Good and Evil 2 is not coming out on any platforms. Go fuck yourselves.
I can't. I can't. It doesn't say.
All right, it may have been PS2 or may have been original Xbox or something like that.
Oh no, the first one was that one was on Xbox and it was on PS2.
Okay.
And it was on 360 as well. I believe they updated it or whatever for 360.
Yeah,
but I can't find
because I remember because I think it's backwards compatible on the Xbox One, so you're able to play it. But I'm just psyched for this one because they're telling you don't have to play the original game to play this one. So
right.
Well,
the next game on our list can suck my dick. The Division 2. Dude,
fuck that game.
The Division the first Division started off so fun, and then it turned to a grind fest, and I fucking hate that. I don't want to have to grind and grind. It's so fucking stupid. I don't want to do that. What are you doing that for? Like, maybe a little. I'll grind a little. But, like, I remember I played Division. I fucking played hours of it. I got all the best weapons, all the best this and that. I was in the fucking dark zone, fucking people up. And then they came out with this, I don't know if it was an expansion or whatever, where they had these new missions. I forget what they were called. But we're fucking... all these people on my team are fucking powered up to the max. And this fucking thing is such a bullet sponge that if you just sat there and shot it for a half hour, it'd still be alive. It's so fucking stupid. Like, I don't want to play that. That's dumb.
It is. It doesn't make sense.
Like, even like Destiny bullet sponge shit, especially when you're in raids. But the cool thing about Destiny's raids was it was interesting because it didn't just have to shoot somebody. You had to, like, this person has to stand on this plate and that person has to stand on that plate when this plate lights up, and then you could shoot him. You know what I mean? Like, it was different. This is just, just shoot 4 million fucking bullets each into him and then it dies. No, that's dumb. That's just, so the Division 2, you watch the trailer, it's the same shit. You're in a different location in DC. They had people playing with each other that are
which I crack up at that.
Yeah, they read.
When they have random, then they have people getting together playing the game and they're talking.
The commentary, like when they're talking to each other. That's how you fucking play games. Come on, man.
Like, yeah, listen, go flank him. It's like, you're not gonna say it. They go, yo, flank them, motherfucker. No, yeah, go flank them. Okay, yeah, I will flank them. Great. Yeah, no, I need help. I need to be revived. Can you please revive me? Shut the fuck. No, how's this? How
I
about
tell you, get your
die?
fucking ass over here and fucking help me.
Yeah, I'd be like this. Fuck, get me, man. I'm fucking down.
I'll fucking teabag the fucking motherfucking ass to revive like that.
Yo, real quick, I don't mean to bounce back. Beyond Good and Evil 2, PS4, Xbox One,
nice.
Nice.
That's good
and
news.
PC. So, but bad news is that trailer was probably from PC.
Oh, without a doubt.
Well,
I'd
it's
have
all
to say
CGI.
100%.
That's the whole. The all trailers have been so far CGI.
I'd have to say 100%. That's definitely PC.
But yeah, Division 2. I'm with you, Mike. Same thing. I played Division, the first one. Same thing. It's just fucking repetitive bullet sponge bullshit, and that So I don't know what they can do to make this one any better. I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't even bother. It's gonna be the same shit.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna skip it, or I'll let other people be like my, I'll ask them how they, or I'll play it at their fucking house or something.
So so the last game, I didn't have it circled, but I want to mention it because we were just talking about something like it. But Skull and Bones, which is basically the ship-to-ship battles from Assassin's Creed 4, but that's the whole game is the ship-to-ship stuff. See, I hope Skull and Bones does what's the game on Xbox?
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, I hope Skull and Bones does what Sea of Thieves was supposed to be.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Want to be a fucking pirate? Go do it in that game.
In a more realistic tone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But if I'm a pirate, I want to be able to knock down ships, grab treasure, dig up treasure, and sling dick. You know what I mean? The sling dick part's got to be in there. You can't. You can't just show up to Tortuga, with treasure and then just go to sleep. You got to get your dick sucked. You got to get some rum and get your dick sucked by some fucking hag, fucking 4 teeth. That's fucking pirating.
No, I agree with you, man.
You got the perfect idea, man. That's just like the perfect life right there.
All right, so Ubisoft. What do you think? 1 out of 10.
Oh man, I'm partly cringe out of 10 on this one because of so many instances. Like the Just Dance thing, kind of really took me out of it in the beginning. You got the guy doing the fucking Trials game that fucking did the purpose trip over a fucking podium. You got the audio issues throughout the whole night where. Like the Beyond Good and Evil thing, and then the stage went black, and they're going to the next game. You hear them going, "We nailed it! We nailed it!" I'm like, "Shut the fucking mics off, assholes!"
Seriously.
And but most of it was kind of cringe for me. Yet a couple of the games like Assassin's Creed and Beyond Good and Evil, I'm more excited about. So I want to say like 5 or 6 out of 10 because the rest of the games I didn't care.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go in that area. Like, I'll give it like a 5.5 out of 10. Not that fucking. I mean, this game obviously, like I said, there's some games I want to play, but nothing really. Division, go fuck themselves. For Honor, new content. For Honor, it doesn't even work. What the fuck am I getting new content for? It doesn't even fucking game doesn't even work. So yeah, 5.5 out of 10. What about you, Chris? What do you give Ubisoft?
Again, there are only really 2 titles that I'm excited for: Assassin's Creed and that Beyond Good and Evil. So I'm right there, 6. I'd give it a 6.
All right.
All the rest of the ones, whatever. Division, fucking ugh. So really, those. What's that?
How about the fact that Ubisoft is sucking Miyamoto's dick right about now? I mean, shit. Last year they did the Mario Rabbids, and now this year.
Oh, I forgot about that.
They showed the Donkey Kong Country, and in that one like Starfighter game they have Star Fox, and all of a sudden here's Miyamoto again, and it's like, God, are you just sucking his fucking dick?
Yeah, the name of that game is Starlink with the Star Fox.
Yeah, Starlink. Yeah. It's like Eves. Yeah, what's his name? Eves, whatever his fucking last name is, fucking just on his knees sucking Miyamoto's dick. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Well, listen. To be fair, I would suck Miyamoto's dick because Miyamoto's dick deserves to be sucked. The guy created Mario, he created Zelda, he created Metroid. I mean, how much more does a guy got to do to get his dick sucked around here?
I don't know, man. But
he should constantly
his ass so much. It's like, all right, we get it. I mean,
he should just be permanently have a mouth around his cock.
Right. He should have a mouth around his cock and a bidet that's just fucking soldered to his asshole.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So he just gets warm.
They actually have to accommodate him when he goes out and everything, because he's always got a fucking mouth on his cock.
Seriously, that guy. Let me tell you something. That guy is forget it.
Legend, obviously, but no, Himmelgod was right though.
So we're gonna move on to the PC. Now there was a bunch of fucking games on the PC. I don't play PC games, only because my PC really can't play any fucking games. Chris, do you play PC games?
Not so. I used to. Not so much.
Himmelgod, you play PC games, no?
Nope, I don't.
Wow. So three. All right. So here we go. 3 people that think that PC Master Race we could really give a fuck. But here's 2 games that I want to mention. First game is Star Citizen. Now this game's been fucking developed since 2011, and it was done at a Kickstarter campaign,
Right.
and it's been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and some people say it may never be put out, but it keeps getting pushed back because the game keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The only way I can describe what Star Citizen is supposed to be is a fucking Mass Effect on steroids.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yes.
Which it sounds awesome to me. I mean, the Mass Effect 2 is a fucking amazing. Like, is it amazing? I never forget. Listen to this. It's one of those moments in video games that you don't forget. I remember being stoned out of my gourd in Mass Effect 2, and it was right in the beginning of the game when you walk into the club.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And there's the flames. I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm here. I feel like I'm really in this fucking club right now. My dick sucked by a blue bitch. You know? Like fucking. Who am I bullshitting? If it all came to it, I would fuck one of the Krogans. I wouldn't give a fuck. So
you fuck anything. Just put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. So Star Citizen, who even knows if we're gonna see it? It may be the new fucking Duke Nukem Forever. You may take 15 years to see it, but the progress, they showed a little progress. The gunplay, it looks good. I don't know. We'll see. But the next game, and listen, I'm not riled up with all this battle royale shit. I don't play Fortnite. I don't play PUBG. I don't fucking play any of not because I don't like it, because it's just, I don't know, man. It's just not my thing. But this game is Maverick Proving Grounds is a battle royale, but it's instead of 100 players,
it's 400.
400 fucking players.
Yeah.
Which sounds crazy.
God.
And this is first person, where the other two, I believe PUBG and Fortnite, they're both third person.
Right.
So it's a little different. I mean, it looked like a beautiful game. It was running smoothly. And it seemed to have, I don't know if it was kill streaks or this guy was shooting fucking a cannon from a battleship or some shit. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but it was an interesting looking game. I don't think it's fair to give PC a rating because all 3 of us
don't
give a fuck really.
No.
So
and the battle royale thing is like, I'm getting kind of tired of it now because, you got your Fortnite, you got your fucking PUBG, you got Call of Duty's doing it, now Battlefield's fucking doing it, and it's chasing a fucking fad that I feel like is going to die in about a year.
But what if somebody does something a little different, like let's say Elder Scrolls Battle Royale, where it's everybody melee fucking fighting, just hammering on each other, like a Vikings game, sword and shields, fucking the Battle of Thermopylae, fucking Battle Royale.
Like everything's gonna go fucking battle royale at this point.
I agree. It's stupid. Like just, but they're gonna burn themselves out. A year from now, nobody's gonna give a fuck about battle royale. It's gonna be back to, what we were doing fucking before. So PC, we won't even give a rating. So now,
no, but I will say though that the trailer did look good though. Mavericks.
Yeah, it did look good.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna get to the second of the 3 major fucking houses or companies, Sony. And Sony opens up their show with a fucking monster. I mean, a fucking monster. The Last of Us 2. Holy fucking shit,
dude! Wow.
First of all, it's comforting to know that Ellie eats pussy. I part of me was like, oh my god, is this gonna be social justice warrior shit? Because they crowbar that shit in a lot, but it didn't bother me. Like I didn't feel like that in this game.
I think with the Ellie character, they kind of gave the idea that she was a lesbian back in the first game when you played the DLC.
I did play the DLC. Oh, okay.
So they've already pretty much given out the fact that.
Oh, that's right. She was with wasn't she with a black chick or some shit in that game? Oh, okay.
And it was like, okay,
Oh,
so
she wanted
so
that
you heard
fucking
this, you
black
saw this
juice.
kiss, and I'm like, okay, that's great. But,
Well, she got a taste of the fucking she got a taste of the fucking black cherry
But
soda.
dude, let me tell you something,
fuck?
man. They was sucking face in this fucking trailer.
Oh, they were
man.
going head to head, dude.
Right?
yeah.
Dude was sucking face so hard that she started having hallucinations about killing mother. Like,
Dude,
And a few
and which-
seconds later,
which-
she's snapping the dude's neck. I
Yeah.
mean,
Which brings me to that point, to that part. Like, holy shit, man. That fucking trailer, to me, I watched it like 4 times. I thought it was fucking sick.
and that's not stupid AI. Those are motherfuckers.
No,
that are
see,
trying
and that's what I love about those stealthy. That's this type of stealthy game that I enjoy because they're not stupid. You know what I mean? I just thought that was an incredible fucking
right.
trailer that showcased the game. I really thought it was just amazing.
Himmelfob, I was telling Chris that I don't know if it was I think it might have been the CEO of Eidos Montreal said that the animations in The Last of Us 2 are fake, but that's just sour grapes. He's probably like, dude, how the fuck did they do that? Like,
yeah, that's such bullshit for him to sit there and say that, oh, they're fucking cheating in that game. And you know what? That's just fucking bullshit. Want to throw fucking shade on a game that's obviously a lot better than what fucking Tomb Raider is right now.
dude, we're getting really close now. We're getting close now to that almost photorealistic fucking. I don't know. I think we're what, a couple of 2 or 3 generations away.
I think we are.
But we'll be
I think
there.
we are.
We'll be
You
there.
think
But,
that much? You think that many generations?
yeah, because
Yeah.
there's certain things that have to still be hammered out. But you know what's gonna suck? We're gonna get there, and it's gonna be like, oh, now it's boring because now there's nowhere to go. Now everything looks the
You're gonna
fuck.
run out of fucking ideas.
But you're gonna want to go back to the cartoony Overwatch shit. Go back. You know what I mean? And that'll be the retro thing. So
Not
Last
unless
of Us-
they make a real legit porn game or something.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah,
No?
people are gonna be sticking their dicks in their TVs for the next 10, 20 years, without a doubt.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
That's what they're going to be doing.
They're gonna be absolutely right, and I hope they electrocute themselves to death. So the next game, there's not a person in the world that can explain to anybody what the fuck this game is. However, there's not a person in the fucking world that when they see the trailer to this game doesn't say, I want to play that fucking game. And that's Death Stranding, which is
Yes.
made by Hideo Kojima. If you don't know who that is, you're a fucking asshole. I don't even know why you listen to a fucking video game show. Hideo Kojima is the creator of Metal Gear, which is, I mean, do I have to
Fucking
tell
one
you
of
what
the
the
best
fucking Metal Gear is? I don't know what the fuck happened with Konami. Konami's all fucked up right now. Konami's one of my favorite fucking video game makers of all time, and now they're
fucking pachinko machines.
they're making pachinko machines and they're making fucking slot machine games on mobile. Are you fucking serious, Konami? What the fuck are you doing? Like, I said this, and I've said it in a lot of chat rooms. Konami, I know you're probably not listening, and they're probably not going to listen, but maybe somebody's listening that'll tell somebody, that'll tell somebody, that'll tell somebody. Take Castlevania and let From Software have it.
Oh, fuck.
If From Software made a Castlevania game, it would be so fucking amazing. Now, you had the guy that made Castlevania is putting out this fucking Bloodstained game.
Bloodstained, yes.
Yeah. I played the Bloodstained game that came out, the NES looking one. That was fun, but it was a little easy. But if From Software, because you see it in Bloodborne, if they made a Castlevania game, oh my god, it would be so fucking good because it would be hard like a Castlevania game should be, and it would be goth and bloody and fucked up. But Death Stranding, dude, I don't want to get off topic. Death Stranding, what the fuck? Can somebody like shed light on what the fuck you're carrying crates? You got a fucking infant in a fucking a fish bowl that's attached. You're like, what the fuck?
You're also at one point he's carrying a body.
Right, yeah, right. He's carrying
He's carrying a body
in like an alien landscape. Like we don't even know where the fuck he is. He's being chased by invisible creatures. Right, dude. What?
And then
the
that
fuck?
chick that's in the black suit. And then in the end of the trailer, she eats something. What does she eat?
Ate like
I
a
have
grub.
no fucking idea.
It was like
But
a
I can
grub.
tell
Or
you
something.
Maybe like a baby or something at first.
Whatever,
'cause-
whatever drugs Kojima is taking to make these fucking games, I fucking want it.
Dude, he's
Alright.
doing. He's definitely doing. I'm telling you right now. He's doing DMT. He's doing the isolation tank. He's doing mushrooms. He's doing LSD. and God bless him, because that's where creative shit will come from. Like a guy that has a mind like that, He's like, listen, I'm done with fucking Snake. I did the same shit for fucking how many years? It's been fucking 20, 30 fucking years. Let me move on.
It's pretty cool too that Norman Reedus is the main, character in it.
He was supposed to be the main character in the Silent Hill game that Kojima was going to make with what's his name? That fucking director. The guy who directed Hellboy. Fuck.
The Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, Guillermo del Toro. They were supposed to do the Silent Hill game, which was PT, was the demo. But then Konami is such a piece of shit now that they stopped doing the game. So Kojima moved on, and I don't even know. I have no idea what this game's going to be.
Guillermo del Toro's in this one too.
So he's involved too. So there you go. Yeah. So they changed gears.
There's a few other stars that are in it. So I'm like, holy shit, But I have no idea what the fucking game is about. I'm like,
I'm gonna take a stab at it. Do you ever see the movie Jacob's Ladder?
Yes.
You remember how you figured out? Did you ever see the movie Jacob's Ladder, Chris?
No, I don't think so. No.
Well, all right, good. I'm gonna spoil it for you. Go fuck yourself.
No, I don't care.
I mean, it only came out in like the '80s, so or whatever.
So I probably did watch it. I don't know.
So Jacob's Ladder, you figure out that this guy, it was in Vietnam. I think he was Vietnam.
Yeah, I think it was Vietnam.
He was dying, and as he's dying, he's fucking hallucinating all this shit. And the whole movie is his hallucinations, and you don't really figure that out until the end of the movie. I think that's what this might be. Somebody's dying. The Norman Reedus character is dying. He's having all these fucking hallucinations of crazy shit, and it's kind of be cheesy if that's the case, because you'll play through this whole fucking game and be like, it was all bullshit. Move on, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean?
I don't think. I think you're off.
I know. I could be off. I agree.
I think a lot of us have no idea what the fuck it is.
I don't know what to fucking make.
Dude, that was.
I just want to know more.
That was probably the weirdest game trailer that you'll ever see. The whole when you see the baby, I'm like, what the? And then it's got like a bleepy thing connected to it that's like seeing all those black figures or whatever.
No, it's
that
when he had the
light
on the fucking light turns on.
Yeah, like that blinking light.
It's like bleep, 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 bleep. I'm like, what the fuck? And then you hear the baby cry in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that woman. Who's that woman?
I don't know, dude.
She goes, You don't know who I am or whatever? And he goes, who are you? And I was like, what the fuck? What I just watched? But it's really intriguing, obviously,
What was weird about it was how they spent part of the trailer and he's just walking and fucking climbing. Please do not tell me that a lot of that game involves a lot of walking and climbing.
I hope not. I was thinking
I don't want to see a walking simulator.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I hope this is not just a walk around game. But I think that was more or less like a dramatic trailer leading into what the game was really about. You know what I mean?
Which is what we still don't know what the fuck it is.
Well, exactly. But you know what I mean? It didn't really get interesting until that invisible creature, came around, and then that weird lady in the black suit. And I don't know if anyone noticed, but number one, she had a weird fucking umbrella.
Yeah.
That umbrella was fucking weird. It was like a solar panel or something. And then number two, right before she cut out of the scene, that black thing that she's wearing, the spikes came up. I don't know if anyone noticed that.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
I saw that.
So she's obviously something. She's
a fucking porcupine cunt, is what she is.
Yeah.
A pork you cunt, if you will.
But she is real, though, because in the part of it's not like it's, she's in it. Well, she might be an alien or something, but she, puts her hand over her mouth. Because I guess those things can see when you're breathing or something. That invisible thing. So she's obviously a real person, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out, I don't know, sooner or later.
I think it'll be a long time before
when does it even
that game yet.
Yeah, when is that game even scheduled to come out?
That might be a PlayStation 5 game right there. So,
well, it's funny because they would speculate that the Halo game is a fucking next generation game.
I hope not. I hope not.
So Death Stranding, another crazy game we're looking out for. Next game comes out in a few months. Spider-Man, which looks
pretty
fucking
excited about this one. Yeah,
looks fucking amazing. Looks unbelievable. Like the gameplay, the open world aspect. I mean, this isn't the first open world Spider-Man game. Mm-hmm. I think Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 2 was the first open world Spider-Man game, and I had fun with that game. But this game, like, there's so many fucking villains in it and shit. So it really looks like the real fucking deal.
It does, and I don't know maybe if you guys caught this, but a lot of the combat in the game started making me think of Batman.
Oh, absolutely, Arkham Asylum, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Because you see the spider sense, so it's always like, to me, it's like press this button to avoid attack, and it's like, oh, it's like, yeah, there's Batman. But I love the fact that they went and proved to everybody, look, this is not a game that's on fucking rails, and it's not a whole bunch of QTE bullshit, but that, there's at least some sort of free will with the game. And they even showed it at the end of the main part of the conference. They did a little bit more with Spider-Man, and they showed him going around the city as an open world and just doing stuff within the fucking city. So you basically can go around anywhere and do anything, basically. So I was happy with that. And I think the story's going to be pretty cool. We see another villain in Mr. Negative, and it looks like we get the Sinister Six. So I'm fucking down with that shit.
See, like, personally, if I was spying, like, what I would want to do is like do like a Grand Theft Auto thing, like pick up a hooker, bring it to the back of the alley, and shoot some web juice into a pussy. So like, those fucking, like, you ever see those spiders that make the webs with the cone that are on bushes and shit? That's what I put in a pussy, like a fucking spider cone in a pussy. So the next guy that sticks his dick in a pussy, his dick's never coming out. They're gonna have to fucking make the chores of life. They cut his fucking cock off, and that's gonna be that. As you can tell, I'm a sick motherfucker.
Just a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Last year when they played this Spider-Man game, I was like, it looks good. But I didn't convince me to buy it. I think this time it convinced me to buy it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy this game.
I agree. I pre-ordered mine, so I'm set to go, and I'm like, shit, man, I can't wait to fucking play this game the more I see it.
I think I'm gonna play that game. It comes out like the 9th of September, I think it was.
I think something like that.
So I'll play that game. I'll finish it, and then I'll trade it in, and then I'll get fucking Red Dead Redemption 2, because that's gonna be. Hopefully, it's gonna be fucking amazing. All right, so Spider-Man, another fucking AAA title. Listen, Last of Us 2, amazing. Death Stranding, amazing. Spider-Man, amazing. As amazing as they were, to me, and this is my opinion, the game that stole the fucking show, the one that even brought people to their fucking feet in the fucking theater, the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking shit. And I didn't realize that they were gonna fucking make this game play like Resident Evil 4. I was like, holy shit.
Did you even realize at first that you were seeing Resident Evil when they're sitting there, I guess, having that struggle?
No,
and you didn't realize that you're in the perspective of that fucking rat?
Well, yeah, I knew I said, all right, you're either in the perspective of a rat or a cockroach of some sort.
Yeah.
I knew that right off the bat, but I definitely didn't think it was Resident Evil.
Yeah.
But as soon as I saw Leon Kennedy, I was like, oh, holy shit.
Yeah, dude, that's when I lost it right
with
there.
With his fucking Stars badge?
Yeah.
I lost my shit, dude, when I was just sitting there watching going, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? And then I hear Leon, yes! Yes! I was like fucking going nuts.
I kind of was like, oh, this is amazing. And then I thought to myself, all right, so now you have to put this game out, and now you have to make a Nemesis, too. I want Nemesis to show up and start fucking people up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes,
seriously.
I definitely want to see that.
This is like, this is in the top 5 games I'm waiting for. Resident Evil 2 remake, holy fucking shit. So
yeah, no, I agree with you on that, man. I mean, holy shit, how many hours I played on this fucking game back in the day? The original? Oh my god, bro. Talk about grassroots, though, of fucking zombie games. I mean, I know there were other ones before it or whatever, but that game was just the fucking unbelievable.
All I care about at this point is tofu in the fucking game.
Yeah.
Remember that.
So look at, now this is what I mean with Sony, right?
Yeah. Let's hear this.
Look at all the exclusives that they show. Now, one of them is a sequel, right? Last of Us 2. But the rest of them are new IPs. Death Stranding, new IP. Ghost of Tsushima, new IP. Spider-Man, technically a new IP. Actually, I'm sorry. The other one that's a sequel is Neo 2. But then you have Deracine, which is the VR game from Software. Sony doesn't fuck around, dude. They put out first-party shit, and they don't stop. They're like they could easily rest on their laurels and be like, all right, listen, we're just going to put out a new God of War, a new fucking Gran Turismo. What else is there? Fucking bread and butter on Sony. A new Infamous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they don't rest in their laurels. They just keep pushing the fucking envelope. And that's, I think, why they're in the driver's seat now.
Because they realize when a game, I guess, runs its course a little bit. Like, you look at Killzone and said, okay, well, let's fuck Killzone. Let's do something different. And then you get Horizon Zero Dawn, you know, and then
Horizon Zero Dawn was so good.
Yeah, I love that fucking game.
So good.
Yeah, and then Infamous, we don't see Infamous anymore. They moved on from it. Now we're gonna have Ghost of Tsushima. So they get the point. Like, okay, enough of these games. Let's do something else.
Right.
And they're that's why they're nailing it right now.
It's interesting how they didn't let the company that made Infamous make Spider-Man. You would have thought that would have been the natural, but it seems like they made the right decision.
Yeah,
So
definitely with Insomniac.
Whoever's making decisions at Sony's fucking killing it. I don't know who the fuck they are, but they deserve to be right next to fucking Miyamoto getting his dick sucked. Whoever Miyamoto's getting his dick sucked, whatever fucking opium den he's gonna be at, he should be this guy, the head of Sony. He should be getting his dick sucked next to Miyamoto. Listen, Sony's press conference. I mean, listen, it wasn't the best press conference I've ever seen, but I say it's a solid 8.
I'm with you on that. On the 8, the pacing was off because of the musical interludes that they did. It's like, we don't come to a video game conference to watch music. We come to watch the game.
I agree with that. I agree with that shit because they do. Yeah. All these motherfuckers do that shit. They have a guy up there fucking. You know what? I have it written down too. I texted it to myself because as it was happening, I don't want to forget this. First of all, they're talking on these stupid fucking microphones that look like a clit. It's like, dude, you don't need a fucking microphone like that, guy. They have clip-on microphones. What are you doing, bro? You fucking have a clip microphone like you're a fucking operator from 1987. Stop. Then the show starts off with this fucking banjo playing asshole. Yeah. Like, dude, I don't want to see you play the fucking banjo. Like, go fuck yourself. Who cares? I want to see the fucking games. And then you have some sort of annoying. They have an intermission. What the intermission? You've been doing shit for 15 fucking minutes. Why do you need a fucking intermission? It's like, and then they're fine. You want to talk about cultural appropriation, and I think that cultural appropriation is total horseshit. But the fucking guy, the guy that was whiter than me, whiter than you, Himmelfarb, comes out dressed like a Japanese guy playing the fucking Japanese flute. I was like, what the fuck is that? You're in fucking You're in California. You can't find one fucking Asian that could play that fucking flute. Give me a fucking break. You know what I mean?
Well, they were trying to say something like that he was a fucking expert or something at playing that instrument. That he learned it from a Japanese guy and says, well, why couldn't the Japanese guy go up on stage and fucking do it?
No, he definitely was good. I'm not taking away from him. But enough with the fucking filler. I don't want to hear two jerk-offs that I have no idea who they are discuss shit. Like, just show me the fucking games. Let's move on.
Like you go back to the Bethesda thing and they had Andrew WK up there doing a fucking song. And I love how the camera pans out to the audience and the audience just does not give a shit. You just look at them like, move on to the game.
Right, exactly. Like, nobody cares about your fucking pretentious shit. Yeah. You want to do that, do it off camera. Have your little discussions off camera. Go fuck yourself. So
they wanted to go non-traditional, but it's like, I get it. You want to put a non-traditional conference up. But you know what? If it ain't broke before, don't fucking fix it. Don't fucking reinvent the damn wheel. Do what you do best, and that is show fucking games.
So what would you give it as a grade, Sony's?
I'm with them at an 8 because it was the games that did it for me. Yeah, the intermission thing where they're sitting at the fucking desk and they're talking, it just really took me out of it. But the games brought me back. And, hey, Dreams is still alive. So,
hey, it's pretty safe to say that Sony's won this console war. Like, it's pretty much over. Chris, what do you give it, Sony?
Yeah, I give it up there, too. I give it an 8. I might even give it a 9 just because... The Last of Us gave me a hard-on, literally.
And the Last of Us aggravated you that you gave away your PS4. You're like, what the fuck did I just do?
Yeah, honestly, as we're talking, I'm on Best Buy right now. I'm about to buy a PS4.
Well, you can get the regular PS4. It's got to be...
Yeah, no, but they got a deal right now. Dude, the regular PS4 is $299.
$299.
Or for $50 more, I get the Pro.
Oh, get out of here! So you might as well get the Pro.
Might as well get the fucking
Pro. But
Pro.
you have a 4K television?
No, but I
do plan on. You can also do it with a 1080 as well, and it still looks good.
Oh, okay.
But I do plan on upgrading now. I do need a new TV, so I do plan on doing that not in the too far distant future. So that's why I want to get it, especially with all these games coming out. It's going to be worth it.
Yeah, because even with a 1080p, you can have you could set it into boost mode or something like that.
Okay.
And that has on the
Through
Pro
the console?
and you use HDR and you're fucking good.
Through the console, you're talking about?
Yeah, you go into your settings and there's a setting in the settings for the system. It says boost mode, and if you hit that, it'll help enhance the graphics, even if you're on a 1080p.
Well, there you go.
All right, so Chris likes Sony so much. Chris likes Sony shit so much that he's buying this shit right now as we speak.
Dude,
that's old. Say, you gave up your PS4. I'm like, what the fuck were you thinking?
No, dude, you know what it was? I like to play with my friends and everything, and whatever. I have a lot more people that play Xbox than that play PS4. So at the time, my PS4 was collecting dust. I mean, literally, I hadn't turned on in months. And I just said, fuck it, it's just sitting here. Someone might as well use it. And now I'm regretting it. And it's not like I can ask for it back. So
yeah, you can't do that.
No, I can't. It's over.
So a solid, average, solid.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, let's give it an 8. Yeah.
Oh, 8. Fucking Sony 8. So now, obviously, last but not least, the third of the fucking holy trinity of video games, Nintendo. Light show, the Fortnite, so what? Super Mario Party, really, what the fuck you want me to tell you? But Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, which everybody's waiting for. Actually, before I get to Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, dude, where the fuck was Metroid?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Metroid? You diddled everybody's clits last year with Metroid Prime 4 logo, and there was thousands of videos on YouTube of people and their reactions to the Metroid Prime 4 logo. Yeah. Oh my god, fucking going crazy, right?
Exactly.
It's a year later, you don't have any gameplay? Are you fucking serious?
Ugh.
How the fuck?
Add that and Bayonetta 3 on there too, because I was looking for both of them, and they didn't show any of them.
You want to talk
about a 42-minute event? They spent 25 minutes talking about Smash Brothers, and I'm
dude, I would let Bayonetta put a curse on my nutsack just to lick her ass, just to lick her asshole. I don't give a fuck.
You would do that,
dude. I don't care, dude. Bayonetta is smoking. And she's in Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Yeah, she is.
Well, let me ask you a question, because the last Super Smash Brothers I played was Brawl. I never played the one on Wii U.
Right.
So what are are there any new characters in this one that weren't in the Wii U version? To me, this seemed like there was.
There are a couple, at least. I know the Splatoon characters are new.
Oh, who gives a fuck about those characters? Seriously. Fuck them.
But they're bringing back everybody. It's any character that's ever been in Smash Brothers.
Well, they have Ryu. Game. Was Ryu in the other one?
I don't remember if he was.
Was Ryu in the Wii U?
Oh, shit.
No.
I don't remember if he was or not.
Listen, you have Mega Man in there right now,
Hell
right?
Yeah.
You got fucking Ryu. You got all these classic Snakes in there. All these classic characters. Listen, Nintendo. You have one guy that hasn't been in any Smash Brothers game and is legitimately the perfect character for Smash Brothers. Has a melee weapon, can use other fucking projectile weapons. Simon Belmont. How the fuck is he?
Oh, yeah.
How the fuck is Simon Belmont? Think about Simon Belmont. He has the whip, right? Then he can use holy water. He could use that fucking boomerang. He could use the axe. He could use the dagger. He's fucking perfect. He's perfect for fucking Smash Brothers. How the fuck is he in it? It's ridiculous. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to answer my own question right now. How is he in it? Konami's too busy making fucking slot machine games. Yeah. Did not go over there and tell him, put fucking Simon Belmont, you fucking Super Smash Bros. Stop. Tell Miyamoto, stop getting his dick sucked.
Crash Bandicoot for a while that he was going to be in it.
Well, that's you know what? I wanted to say that is that it's so weird to me growing up with the Nintendo Sega Wars to see a Sonic in fucking these games. Not that this is the first time it's happened. It's happened a bunch of times before. But if any kids out there listening, when I was a kid, man, Sony and Nintendo were fucking arch rivals. And I
remember that day.
I took the Sega Genesis side. I took the Genesis side.
I was a Genesis guy.
Even though I I loved Nintendo. The Nintendo Entertainment System, loved it. I had a Sega Master System as well.
Oh my god, dude, we're like so fucking alike.
I know. Dude, I had. Let me tell you something. I used to have date a girl that had a click like the knob on a ColecoVision controller. It was fucking ridiculous. You ever play ColecoVision, Chris?
What is that?
ColecoVision. You too young for that ColecoVision.
I'm too young.
ColecoVision? Yes, you are for ColecoVision.
How the fuck am I too young?
ColecoVision came out, 82, for Christ's sake?
Something like that.
Why go fuck yourself?
What you say? I see you're too young, so now go fuck yourself.
Listen, I've been gaming since the original Nintendo.
Listen, you don't know shit about the fucking Hamptons.
Yeah. As far as Sega, though, of course I've had all the fucking Segas.
No, but like
I even had the 16-bit fucking Sega.
Right, that's the Genesis.
Yeah, the original. And then I had the fucking the other one, Sega Saturn.
Yeah, I had the Sega Saturn, dude.
Yeah,
and it had a few good games. Like Panzer Dragoon was good.
Guardian Heroes and stuff like that.
I guess you could say Daytona USA was good, but it really was just. But it wasn't 60 frames per second, so it really sucked. But no, like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate looks really fun. The ones I played were always deep, always a lot of fucking stages to beat. Those challenge stages was always a motherfucker. I always ended up throwing my controller across the fucking room with those fucking challenge stages. Holy shit, but that's how you have to unlock these fucking characters.
How cool is it that they announced that you can use the GameCube controller with it?
I know. Seriously. And it's a special one, right? Like they had to come out with a special version because the game, obviously the GameCube plug is not the same plug as you would plug into a Switch.
Yeah, unless they have like an adapter or something that they allow you to use it.
I haven't really, like, my Switch, I played Zelda like a motherfucker. I played Mario, but like I haven't played it since then. Like, what am I gonna play? Like, that's the thing. Like, I paid $300 and something for this fucking thing, and but knowing I was only gonna play the Nintendo games, I was gonna play Mario, Zelda, Metroid, and those type of games. And what the fuck you want me to tell you? I don't know.
Yeah, I got a few other games on there. I think like because I got Bayonetta on there, so I'm playing Bayonetta 1. Bayonetta 1 and 2 together.
I never played the second one.
It's a good game. I think it's better than the first one.
Really, I never played the fucking. I never played the second one.
Yeah, it's worth playing.
I gotta go. Yeah, because I love the first one. The first one was really good.
Yeah, because they put it in a package to where you can get it, where it has both. It says Bayonetta 2, but on the box it says there's a download code inside for Bayonetta 1.
And this is for Switch? For
the Switch, yeah.
Ooh, oh! Somebody's gonna be jerking off to Bayonetta. So, Chris, I mean, you don't have Nintendo, but do you really give a fuck about Super Smash Brothers?
No.
There you go. That's your answer. Son. And it was a very simple one too. Like he didn't even fucking beat around the bush. He said, "Nah."
Yeah, no. I've been off of Nintendo for a very long time. So.
All right, no Nintendo for you. Himmelgod, what do you think, Super Smash Brothers?
Man, I'm psyched for that shit. That's a day one. I can't wait to play that. We got to wait till all the way to fucking December to go ahead and play this fucking.
And how is the online support with Nintendo? Is it really good or does it suck? Or?
Well, it's pretty decent right now. I know they're supposed to be announcing their online service. It's supposed to start in the fall, and
there's something else I'm gonna have to
online service.
Oh, Christ Almighty!
It's gonna be $30, I think, for the year.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Right. So right now it's for free, and it's there's very few games you can play on there. I know you could do Mario Kart on there, but I haven't really done anything else on it right now. So
see, this is why I can't buy all the systems anymore, because it's not just buying the system. You have to buy the fucking online shit with it, like Xbox Live. I don't want Xbox Live because I'm not going to play really games on Xbox.
Well, you got to buy PS4 Live or whatever the fuck.
But what I'm saying is, like, I understand that, but I already have PS4. So for me to get out Xbox to be able to play those games, I have to now buy another fucking subscription service just to play those fucking games. They're not going to allow me to play these fucking games on Xbox without getting Xbox Live. It's fucking ridiculous.
Like $7 a month.
Yeah, if you want to play online, that's the way they roll.
Listen, $7 a month is a fucking. You're getting a fucking reach around. It's a good fucking reach around.
Yeah, is what?
It's a good fucking reach around, guy.
I already spent that 11 times just being on this podcast, and I haven't.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Desk.
So I mean, that's all Nintendo had with Super Smash Brothers. That's it.
Yeah, they showed a few games, but I kind of just didn't give a shit a little bit. And then once Smash Brothers was on the screen, I just sat back in my chair and said, "Okay, show me what you got." And they spent like 25 minutes on freaking Smash Brothers, bro. And I'm like, oh.
Did you hear that Nintendo's stock plummeted after this fucking E3?
Yes. Yeah.
See, that's what happens, man. If you don't fucking walk out there with a giant dick swinging, you're gonna get taken out.
If they showed Metroid and Bayonetta and Smash Brothers and all that, I guarantee their stock would have went up because people would be like, okay, here's a reason to buy it. But I mean, they're showing reasons to buy this thing, and people are buying the Switch in fucking droves right now. They're saying, oh fuck Xbox, I'm gonna go get a fucking Switch. You know, so they take PS4 and Xbox, pick one of those, and then get a Switch.
Yep, I agree. So, what are we giving Nintendo? I mean, had one fucking game. I mean, what do I give them? A fucking 2? Like, you know? I mean, it is one. You know what? I shouldn't be that. It is a pretty large game. I give
6.
Wow, you give them a 6 with
just
the one
all for Smash Brothers and fuck everything else.
I know what I'm gonna give them a 5.
Yeah.
I'll give them a 5. They have one fucking game, but it is a big game. So, I mean, that means the consensus is that the winner of this fucking E3 was Sony.
Yeah.
Once again. I mean, they're on a fucking tear.
I wonder if did their stock go up?
To sell the Xbox, I would have given them a higher score.
Doesn't it scare the shit out of you that the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox are out 5 years now? That's fucking crazy.
That's what is crazy is you just made me feel really old, man, because I remember I picked up both of them day one when they both were released. I felt like that was like yesterday.
5 years ago, dude. What the fuck?
Where's my time fucking been? Oh my gee.
Oh, dude, it's scary.
It's insane.
But listen, this was a fucking fun show for the first show. You know, obviously Himmelgod and Chris know what the fuck they're talking about. We're all fucking geeks here. You know, some people have biases. Some people don't give a fuck about Nintendo. Other people's do. Actually, all of us don't give a fuck about PC, but that's a whole different fucking story.
Well, it's not that I don't give a fuck. I would love to try it out. I just don't have a PC, like you said. I don't have a PC that would be compatible with that. I mean, I have a MacBook, but they suck for gaming.
Yeah. I
travel on the road, so there's no way I can just go ahead and take a PC with me all the time. It just doesn't work out. I
know. I wish I could though, because there are a lot of people that I know play PC and they love it.
Oh, by the way, it just dawned on me. When we were talking about Star Citizen, this is 2 years ago. They said, or 3 years ago, it's going to be 100 gig game, 100 gigabyte download.
Oh my!
But that's 3 years ago, so they expanded on that. So now it's going to be even bigger than that.
Holy fuck!
You're into fucking terabytes already at this point.
Right. So guys, thanks for fucking coming on the show with me. You're fucking awesome. Man. And these guys are definitely going to be on the show again. I'm probably going to end up calling the show Filthy's Game Room. I always fucking... Dude, ever since I'm a kid, I've always loved video games. Ever since I saw Donkey Kong on fucking Atari, I got hooked on fucking video games. And I always wanted to do like a show. And we're going to do it. I think... I don't know if we're going to do this. I mean, listen, I want to start doing this show live, obviously. Yeah. And I want to, obviously we'll do some reviews and shit like that. But I want to have like a night where we just talk about first-person shooters, and a night.
Yeah, we should do that like next week or so.
Right. No, we'll definitely figure out a day. But like, I want to do like different, motifs, if you will.
Motif your ass.
You can almost spend a whole night talking about fucking Doom. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I mean. Like, I love bullshitting about video games. Like, I do it forever. And but tonight I'm not gonna do it forever because I gotta go to fucking sleep. And guys, thanks again for fucking coming on with me. It's been fun. And everybody out there, thanks for listening. Foul Mouse Network forever. And everybody else can go fuck themselves.
And make sure you like and subscribe.
Yep, like and subscribe.
Yeah, click that damn bell, man.
And if you don't, I hope you wake up with fucking AIDS on the tip of your clit.
That was the E3 review with the Filthy Mouth Gamer, Mr. Cutty Chris, and the Himmelgod.